safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Fantasy Headliners Nation. Headliner Nation. Fantasy Headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo. Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
Yo, we're back. Oh my God, we're back.
Kyle, it is damn week one of the fantasy football season.
It is week one.
I mean, I don't know about you, Kyle, but it seems like it's week 8, but it's week 1, and we've only been through 2 damn games, and people out there already cracking some cold ones because it's been a crazy. 2 good games, but crazy games to start the season.
2 good games. 2 good games, and that's exactly how the NFL season should get started. That's right. How it should get started, for 100%.
Sure. For sure. Now, obviously, a lot of people in the chat right now know exactly what's about to go down for the next 2 hours. If you're new here, let me clue you in for just a second. Kyle and I are both going to talk until we run out of water, and we're going to talk nonstop football with you, the nation, as much as we possibly can. If you send a super chat, we are greatly, greatly appreciative. And we'll definitely make sure we get to all of those for sure. But we're going to be bouncing back and forth between that and the regular chat as well. But, Kyle, we already had people in the waiting room sending in questions.
Already. So, and it's the, it's not like the doctor's waiting room, right?
And
where you're like, oh, like, can't believe I have to do this. It's like the fun time waiting room.
They're saying that I'm echoing, Kyle. People all over the chat saying Jake is echoing.
All right, Jake's echoing because of me.
That's
all right. And the reason why is because the headphones I typically plug in so you don't hear Jake got lost in my move. So I'm trying, hold on. Jake, if you'd like, let me see.
I mean, Nick has the right thing. Hearing me twice isn't exactly a bad thing. Kyle's just looking to plug something in. Kyle is looking for something to shove in a headphone hole right now. But it sounds like a cool announcer. I mean, I should do my Bruce Buffer, start off to a live show here. That's what I should do. But if I do that, don't yell. Henry, what if I just did the whole show as a whisper? If I just whispered, do you hear it if I whisper? John, that's what I'm talking about. John hears no echo. I'm just going to sit here and whisper for the next 2 hours. I don't think I've whispered more than like a couple sweet nothings into my wife's ear before. I don't think I could whisper for 2 hours. I would probably die. ASMR from Jake. I mean, I don't know.
How's this chat? Is it as echoey?
Well, I'm whispering to everybody, Kyle. I'm just gonna a soft whisper so that it doesn't come through your.
I'll hold my mic over here the whole night if I need to.
You'll hold something over there all night long, regardless. So it doesn't really matter. But anyway,
Speaking of, if you want to be holding Chubb, you can become a member of the channel today by clicking the join button, and then we'll all be holding something together.
You damn right. Everybody just holding things. All right, well, I'll still try to keep it down a little bit in my voice just to make it not as bad. All right, Kyle, should we knock out some of the super chats that we got before we even went live? You want to start with that first?
I can
start with it if you're busy trying to figure out something to shove in that hole, or are you done figuring something out?
You know what I could do?
I really
So my son has headphones for school that I know would work, but they're way too small.
Dude.
Should I go try and find them real quick?
I mean, I want to find... Dude, these things better be tiny. I swear if you walk in here with any type of normal size headphones...
I found my normal ones.
Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. We don't want normal. We want... Damn it, they're the normal ones. Well, that sucks. Sorry, guys. I tried to have Kyle put on the extremely small ones. Speaking of extremely small, I have the helmet ready to go if the nation wants it tonight, Kyle. So, it's here beside me. Are you good now?
Almost. Hold on a second.
I'm waiting. Carlos, we missed you too, Carlos. Ark, I see you out there. Dan, looking forward to Kyle. See, I was looking forward to it too. I mean, I wanted to see those tiny... Are they like the little ones with like the little foam circles? Is that what he has? He's not even... I swear. It's like talking to a damn wall sometimes. Anyway.
It is.
All right, perfect. All right,
Why
well,
isn't it switching, though?
what are you trying to switch now?
I'm trying to switch it so it doesn't come out of the...
Oh.
Hold on a second. Now I know what's up.
We're all on your time tonight, Kyle.
Oh, I know. Nation, that's just what happens week 1 of the regular season. This is how things go down.
Yeah.
Speaker, I need... Now say something. You are, but now you got to hold on a second. Because now I'm fixing it right now. We're almost there. They can't hear you, by the way. They can't hear you. All right, say something now. Okay, hold on. I can fix this. It's just going to take a second. Properties.
Trying to.
There you go. Say something.
How about now? Is it
okay,
fixed?
Nation, can you hear him?
Can you hear me? And do I
It
echo?
should be fixed now. There should be no echo, and it should be fixed.
Jay, you messing around? I don't mess around. Jay says I am a constant serious. Yes, you're all right. Fixed, perfect. Kyle, hey, woo! That's what I'm talking. Can I get a Ric Flair up in the chat now?
My
Way
hair
to
is
go,
a little
Kyle.
messy.
All right, Kyle, let's talk some damn football now that we've been live for hell, I don't know, 9 minutes.
We have been. All right, we're going to have to just start absolutely rolling right now. So I'm going to go into all of the super chat areas and let me go up here. We've got a few.
How many different areas are there?
Why is YouTube giving me a chat summary?
I don't know, but tell YouTube to shove it. We got football
There we
to
go.
talk about.
CEO03 becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Chris MR, Matthew Irvin, Chris Mello, all joining the exclusive Headliner Nation this evening. Thanks so much for joining us. Christopher Brand with a 5-bomb. Happy week 1, Headliner Nation, in a full PPR. McLaurin or Ayuk. Thanks, guys, for all you do. Let's get those ships.
I thought you said something there different at the end, but you did. Totally redeemed. I'm going with McLaurin this week. We got Ayuk on a quote-unquote limited snap count. Plus, it's a more difficult matchup. Give me McLaurin against the Bucks.
Scranton Strangler, which I love, office reference, $5 donation. Thanks for helping me win my 2023 championship. Going for the repeat. Forgot the rankings. Give me your gut feeling. Dak or Lawrence. Let's get another one.
I'm checking. I think I got Lawrence higher, but let me check. I have Lawrence 1 spot higher than Dak as of right now. I'm kind of expecting a little bit of a shootout, them playing catch up with Miami.
Okay. The wide receiver from Cincinnati. Andre,
I just want to hear you butcher it. Go for it. Just give it your best shot.
is it Isovias?
No, not even close.
What is it?
Can we just call him Yoshi?
Yoshi?
Let's just call him Yoshi.
How is it pronounced?
Dude, I don't know. Yoshi Voss. Dude, just call him Yoshi. See, Jay
Higgins is out.
I've only called him Yoshi, so I really honestly don't know.
Andre or Gabe Davis?
Is that the question?
Yes.
How do we go from Yoshi to Andre or Gabe Davis? Oh, okay. I got you. Yoshi or Gabe Davis. Now
yes.
I'm with you. I get it that Yoshi going to have to get targets because Higgins is going to be out. Chase, we don't really know about for sure. Now he's got an illness. Gabe Davis is boom or bust. So if you're looking for a higher upside play, it's still Gabe Davis for me. If you want to just hopefully get a safer floor, it's Yoshi. But honestly, the floor is kind of low. You know what I mean? So if it's my team, I'm gambling and going Gabe Davis, and I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit and say F it.
Pete Wheeler 72, welcome to Holden Chubb. R Nasty becoming a member for the 22nd month. Rate my team and pick a flex in a full PPR. Mahomes at quarterback, AJ Brown at wide receiver 1, already off to a good start.
Yep.
Olave at wide receiver 2. I'm assuming Bijan Robinson at RB1.
Hopefully it's
Rashad
not Brian
White.
Robinson.
Yeah, if it's Byron Robinson, we got issues.
Yep.
Then Rashad White, Jake Ferguson, and then George Pickens, Chris Godwin, Zamir White, or Jameson for the flex. It's between really Pickens and Godwin for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a straight-up banger of a team right there as well. I love that overall team for sure. And if we're looking for a flex in a full PPR, I'm probably leaning in a full PPR. I'm leaning towards Godwin going up against Washington. He's going to be in the slot going up against a rookie defensive back. That's where I'm going to go in a full PPR.
All right, Pete Wheeler with the 5 bomb. Hey guys, just became a member. Can you please pick 2 wide receivers and a flex and standard scoring between Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman, Diggs, Godwin, Mostert, and Warren? I mean,
standard.
Adams, Pittman, Adams for sure.
Yeah, Adams for sure in the standard. And then I'm probably going... I feel like in a standard league, I want to go Diggs and just hope that they can put more points up on the board and go with Diggs. And then in the flex, put Mostert. Just try to get a piece of that Miami offense.
Right now, we only have 221 likes with 824 concurrent viewers. We need to see way more likes on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone let YouTube know how much you love the stream, so then YouTube can be like, the fantasy headliners, people love them. That helps us out on YouTube greatly.
Somebody wants to know why I'm red. Kyle?
I couldn't tell.
I know. I asked Kyle beforehand. He's like, I couldn't tell. Well, obviously the people can tell. I was at a wedding outside, and me and Taylor, half of our body is fried. So that's this side.
I call it, Jake earlier said something about it, and I said half crispy.
Half crispy.
And I didn't get a response, and I thought it was so good.
I found the one seat at the wedding that was in direct sunlight, and I ate that up.
Oh, man. Derek Jackson becoming a member of Holden Chubb. What up? Welcome to the exclusive Headliner Nation. Iraq vet back for the 18th month of Holden Chubb. Superflex and a half PPR. Brisket. Leggett. Jay Warren. Zeke. Ferguson. JK. The Muth. And Shaheed. Also, who should I drop for a defense in a full PPR?
I don't know what we're supposed to be picking in there. I'm guessing he's asking if he should put Brissett in his super flex, or should he choose one of these other options, is kind of how I'm reading that.
That's who I'm getting out of it as well.
If it's me, then, if that's the case, part of me wants to say the gamble upside is Rashid Shaheed. The safer option is probably Zeke, but you're very touchdown dependent. If it's me, I'm probably gambling with Shaheed.
But he also wants to know who out of those would we drop to pick up a defense?
Had to drop one?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this may not be the most popular answer, Kyle, but it's going to be J.K. Dobbins. The dude has had every major injury possible for like year after year after year. I'm not buying into it.
I was going to ask you, it had to have been J.K. or Zeke out of that group, I felt like. And then flex Cooper, Zeke, or Gibson. I'm going to flex Cooper even in a tough matchup, I think.
Yep, I would agree.
And then Tua or Goff.
I have Tua 2 spots ahead of Goff.
Pancakes becoming a member for the 11th month. Let's go. Football season is upon us. Henry Lopez becoming a member for the 39th month of Excessive Chubb.
Standing ovation for Henry.
What is going on, Henry? Thanks so much. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Bonus League and a full PPR flex spot, Najee or the Chubes. I'm going Najee. I like Najee this week.
I will take Najee over Chuba this week.
Max Skill 001 becoming a member for the 32nd month. What up, guys? I need to start 2 wide receivers. Who? Out of Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, and I'm assuming Jamison Williams. You guys are the GOATs, by the way. Max Skills, appreciate you. Thanks so much. I mean, Nico Collins, and then are you going DJ Moore or Terry McLaurin?
I mean, I think if you're going Nico, you're already taking a risk at splitting the target share. So if you go Nico and DJ Moore, that's like throwing your nuts on the table, Kyle. It could work out great in your favor. It could turn into public embarrassment. You know what I mean? So it could be...
Honestly, it's more like throwing your nuts in the vise and spinning it, and hopefully it stops.
Hopefully it doesn't fully compress. Okay. I mean, my mind wasn't quite that dark of putting them into a press like that. But, a vice, if you want to do that, sure. Okay. So anyway, if it's my team, I'm probably leaning Nico and McLaurin to kind of balance it out a little bit. But if you really want the highest ceiling, it's Nico and DJ Moore.
Lit Nick gifting 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Lit Nick out here doing the nation's work once again. Right. Nick, appreciate you.
Right.
Bernardo, Mostert or Cooper this weekend?
I'm going Mostert. If I can get a piece of that Miami offense each and every week, I'm doing it.
890 people watching right now, only 372 likes. Let's get as many likes as possible. I think, Jake, what is the most concurrent viewers we've ever had during the first week of the season? Like 1.3?
Dude, I don't remember what I had for dinner yesterday. Let's just say 1.5 so we can shoot higher.
1.5. I want to get to 1.6 thousand concurrent viewers tonight. Hit the like button. If you're in Discord, go message Discord and tell everybody we're trying to set a record for most concurrent viewers in week 1.
Yeah.
To get their butts in here. Your boy Maul not becoming a member. Just sending in a super chat.
Appreciate
Full PPR, need a flex, Lad McConkey, Mostert, or it says B. Robinson, so I'm going to assume Brian Robinson.
Got to assume it's Brian, because if it's Bijan, the question probably wouldn't be asked. And once again, I'm probably going to say Mostert once again, just to get a piece of that Miami offense. McConkey, I don't mind McConkey. I just don't really know what to expect from him yet. What is that target share going to look like? And Brian Robinson, I really see them finding a lot more success through the air in Washington this week, so I think they run it a little, they throw it a little bit more. So I'm going to continue to go with Mostert.
Fill in the blank, becoming a member for the 39th month as well. Back in the saddle. Welcome back to the best fantasy non-experts in the USA.
Love
Phil,
that.
wait, is there somebody overseas that's better than us?
Whoa, Phil. Phil, you got some splaining to do, Phil.
Who are you watching? Who are you watching out there?
We appreciate it.
Phil, thanks so much. Manny with a 5-bomb with T. Higgins out. Should I start Rome, Odunze, or Brian Thomas? I'm going to have so much fun saying that this year.
You are. You're probably going to have too much fun saying it. And honestly,
I'm picking Brian Thomas.
I like Rome Odunze better, but in the matchup right now, I'm still going to go with Brian Thomas. Because I think they have that shootout.
Sean Smallwood becoming a member for the 23rd month. With Higgins doubtful, who is the next best option between Ford, Spears, Brian Thomas, or Josh Palmer? Thanks for all you guys do for this whole community. Sean, thanks for being a member for the 23rd month. For me, it's got to be upside is Brian Thomas, floor is Ford.
Probably, yeah. I would agree with the floor portion of Ford there.
Jason, oh no.
It wasn't Jason yet. It was Ryan Vogel. But don't you worry. I got Ryan Vogel right here. And he says he's become a member for the 36th month, by the way.
I don't have
Legend,
that one.
Ryan. I already used the ticket system this season. Love the channel and membership perks. Keep it going, fellas. Ryan, we appreciate you for sure. Very much so. Did you also welcome Beard Belichick to Holden Chubb? He out there getting a membership. Really appreciating that. Then we come to Jason. Oh gosh, do we know the right way to say his last name?
He was in the Underdog stream.
I know. And
Marinette.
But Marin.
It wasn't Marinetti, was it?
Jason, I apologize. I need to be better than this.
Jason,
but honestly, I have no idea.
Jake as well.
I have no idea how to say your last name. If you could put it in the chat, I will try to look for it. More than likely, I'm going to miss it. But you can still put it in there, and Anna will probably see it and tell us that we're stupid, and this is how you say it.
2 different leagues and a half PPR, Tua or Kyler?
I have Kyler Murray ridiculously high this week. It's Kyler. He's my QB6.
All right. Question number 2, McBride or Connor in the flex? Already has Laporta in at tight end.
I'd probably lean towards Connor then, because, I mean, it's not a bad matchup for him, and we've seen when he's healthy and on the field, he gets a ton of touches.
Jorge Rivera sending a 5-bomb for his first super chat. Appreciate you, Jorge. Thanks so much. Luis Alvarado with the 5-bomb and a full PPR pick 2 from Amari Cooper, James Conner, Jordan Addison, and Keon Coleman. Also Stafford or Richardson.
I got Richardson higher right now at quarterback. For the 2, I'm going with James Conner for one of them, Kyle. Are we you wanting to go with the rookie Keon Coleman, or are you going to take Amari Cooper in a tough matchup?
I'll take Amari Cooper.
Me too. It's a quote-unquote revenge game, so give me Cooper and Connor.
Fritz Biscuit becoming a member for the 22nd month. Back for my 3rd season. I'm a lurk. I have questions, but it's week 1, so it will be okay. Waiting for the waiver wire video. Fritz Biscuit, you lurk away here in the stream and outside my window, whatever you want to do. Concord with the 5-bomb. Concord's first donation on a live stream. Thank you so much. Blunt Poppy Supreme becoming a member for the 36th month. Let's go. Robbie Thomas, 18, becoming a member for the 8th month. And a PPR choose 2 running backs and 1 tight end. Gibbs, yes. And then Stevenson, Ford, White, or Warren, probably going Stevenson.
Yes.
Okay. Then Kittle or Ferguson. Kittle has way more upside for me.
For sure this week, yes.
Especially since Ayuk is going to be on a limited snap count.
Yep.
And then hit that dang like button, Robbie says.
All right, then hang on. You missed another one, Kyle. I don't think everything's populating on your list here. So
I don't think
jump
it is either.
Julio Pena, who's been a member for 24 months, says, hey, guys, welcome back. Start 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, and a PPR. We got Pickens, Javonte, Singletary, J.K. Dobbins, and Sutton. Thank you. So for the 1 wide receiver, give me some George Pickens there. And then as your flex play between Javonte, Singletary, Dobbins, and Sutton, I'm going to go with Javonte Williams and just hope he sees the volume right around 17 plus total touches or so.
Dog's Breakfast.
What up, Dogs?
Becoming a member for the 31st month with Chase limited and possibly out, and Higgins being soft as baby crap.
Wow.
Is Yoshi a good start in PPR? Other options would be Jalen Warren or Taysom Hill, Preach Boys. I feel like I would risk it with either of those guys over Yoshi.
This sounds so crazy because it's week 1, but this may be a week that I gamble on Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I get it there.
It sounds disgusting. He may score 0.7 points, but you got Jalen Warren coming off an injury. You got Yoshi, who's kind of severely, I don't even want to call him underrated because I don't even know what the dude can do when he's got top defensive coverage. A lot of people like what they've seen from him, but it's because he's in a limited role with people paying attention to Higgins and Chase and everything else out there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more Mike Gesicki this week.
Cooking with Rick. Start 2 in a full PPR. Jalen Warren, D-Hop, Demario Douglas, and Curtis Samuel.
D-Hop playing with like a dang near torn MCL almost. Warren coming off an injury. Douglas coming off an injury from last year. Curtis Samuel hasn't been healthy all offseason. Damn it, Rick. I want to eat whatever it is you're cooking, but I need some better damn options here. If I had to choose 2, it's Jalen Warren and Curtis Samuel, though, and I'm crossing my fingers.
I just don't understand why he's not cooking with like wood or charcoal or something like that. Like, why do we need to?
Why are we cooking with injured players?
Why do we need to cook Rick?
Cooking with Rick.
I feel like that would be kind of gross.
Maybe he's devaluing himself a little bit.
A Caesar becoming a member for the 36th month. Welcome in,
one.
A Caesar. Red Hulk, the best in the biz. Appreciate you. Happy week 1, fellas. Pick one in a PPR. Stevenson, B-Rob, Brian Thomas, or Jalen Warren. Brian Thomas if you want the upside. Stevenson if you want to play it safe.
That I would agree with right there. And then we had Cody Peterson also, who's been a member for 2 months. First live show. Let's go. PPR flex looking at either Pollard, Ridley, or Jacoby Myers. Flex in a full PPR. I think if you want to play it safer, you go Pollard. If you want to gamble for a higher upside, then it's Ridley.
Jorge Rivera in a full PPR. Shakir or Montgomery for my second flex. If we're talking David Montgomery, it's 95,000% him.
He should probably be your locked-in flex almost every single week. And then we had Ace Boogie before that, Kyle, who dropped a 20 bomb in the chat. Appreciate you, Ace Boogie. Says, LFG boys, let's go. Great to be back. Got a couple teams I want y'all to rate, so I'll go one by one. The first one is Dak, Saquon, Henry, Olave, Ayuk, Pat Freiermuth, Montgomery, Dell, Edwards, Mason, Brian Thomas Jr., Godwin, McLaurin, start and sit there. So you got Dak there. You started off hot with Saquon. Henry's already played. For your wide receivers, you got Olave, and then it's either Ayuk, Brian Thomas Jr., or Godwin or McLaurin. Honestly, I'm probably leaning. Well, you got Dell in there as well. So honestly, I'm probably saying if you want to play it safe, it's Godwin there as your second one. If you want to gamble a little bit more, it's McLaurin. Love Montgomery in your flex there. Absolutely. That's an overall solid team. With the depth on that team, Kyle, that team's going to make a run into the late season here in the fantasy football. If he can stay healthy, he's going to have a really good shot.
Definitely lost my spot.
I got you. Ben Patnick, who gifted 5 memberships out there. Hopefully everyone has thanked Ben for that. Randall, damn it, Randall, I'm going to butcher your last name. I'm sorry, but I love you anyway. Randall Bonnell. Is that what you would say, Kyle? Bonnell? Bonnell.
Bonell. Feeling fancy.
That had not crossed my mind, but now it has, and now I can't go back from it. If that's not what we want us to call you, Randall, please correct us in the chat. Let me scroll here.
I'm not fixing it.
You're not fixing what?
I'm going to call him Bonell.
Forever?
Forever. Michael Sepulveda, happy for this, but hate that summer is gone. Hit the like button. Appreciate you.
I don't miss summer. Summer. I'm ready for some cooler weather.
Red Hulk. Pick one in a tight end PPR. Taysom, Chigioko, Henry, Conklin, or Fant. I'm okay risking Taysom here as well. I also feel like Fant has touchdown upside.
I do too. I think they're all kind of boom or bust a little bit, right? None of them are going to be like the safe, solidified option. I think if you want to have the safer floor, it's probably Taysom, just maybe due to some rushing upside, but that's about it.
Catastrophe becoming a member for the 6th month. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Catastrophe, thanks for being a member. Donald Walker in a full PPR. Javonte Williams or Christian Kirk.
I'm still going Christian Kirk and hoping for a shootout in that game.
Yeah, and hopefully he plays in more 2 wide receiver sets.
That's what I'm hoping for this week.
Donnie Cash becoming a member for the 11th month of excessive Chubb in a full PPR for my 2 flex. Monty, yes. Pittman, Tajay Spears, Chase Brown, Brian Thomas, or Shakir. I'm going Monty and Pittman there.
I think Monty and Pittman give you the safest floor. If you want more gambling, then it's Monty and Chase Brown. But that's a big gamble right there.
Love the community. Been keeping up all offseason. Yes, you have, Donnie. We've seen you in the comments. My starts are Tyreek, DJ Moore, Kylo Ren.
It's a Star Wars reference. It's probably Kyron Williams.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I know who Kylo Ren is.
Sure he is.
Jacobs, thanks to everyone who makes the headliners possible. Donnie, then you should be thanking yourself because all of you make the headliners possible.
You guys are the ones that make it possible. We also had the show before that, Kyle, who said Zamir White, Raheem Mostert, Devin Singletary, Brian Thomas Jr. We got to pick 2 of them. And honestly, I'm going with the 2 running backs. I'm going Zamir White and Raheem Mostert there for those 2. I'm guessing they're flex spots. If that's the case, then get a little bit of safety, a little bit of upside.
Larry Moreno becoming a member for the 9th month. Start 2 running backs. ETN, Gibbs, Achan, Ford, Robinson, Flex, Cup, or Godwin. That's the second league coming up. I'm gonna play Gibbs. I'm gonna play
100%.
Gibbs. He's good. We've been told that he's good. I'm probably gonna play a Chan with him
Over ETN?
over ETN.
And then you're going to flex the other? Or are you going to put Cup or Godwin over
Flex,
Travis
I
Etienne?
think we have to pick Cup or Godwin, so I'm gonna go with Cup there.
If we have to pick one of them, then yes, Cup over Godwin. And honestly, I hate to sit ETN, but you got two guys with ridiculous ceilings already in Gibbs and a Chan, so I don't hate it.
Yep. And then in full PPR, second league, start a flex from Waddle, Mostert, Warren, Sutton, or Shakir. Probably Waddle there.
Well, I'm going Waddle there as well.
Ragilo, Anaya.
No, it's Rogelio.
Oh my
100% Rogelio.
That's basic. Oh, what's his name?
I don't know, but Josu.
Joseph.
Gosh, I'll never forget when you called Josue Josu. Man, if that wasn't a big old mistake, but that's
Rogelio.
100% Rogelio.
Anaya. Briz becoming a member for the 26th month. Had a full chub for 26 months now. Definitely see your fantasy doctor, which is Dr. Ethan Turner.
Yeah,
He'll
show
check
it to
that
him.
out
Nobody
for
else
ya.
want to see it.
Best fantasy football community out there. Appreciate all the dubs you're responsible for. We're not responsible for any dubs because I don't ever remember setting your lineup, Briz. I feel like you did that.
Yeah.
So the dubs are for you. Monte becoming a member for the third month in a full PPR. Need one for the flex. Kyron Williams, Mike Evans, or Waddle. I'm going Mike Evans over Kyron Williams here, by the way.
I am too. And people
100%.
think it's crazy, but that's where I'm going as well.
Ray Full. Actually, Donnie Cash gifting a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Donnie, appreciate you. Ray, what's going on, baby? Becoming a member for the 36th month. Hey, fam. My bros company isn't playing fantasy this year. I don't belong to any other leagues. I'm hoping we return next year. Keep it real. Ray, you should have let us know, man. We had people in Discord looking for leagues all offseason.
Yeah.
You may still be able to get one together. I think some platforms still let you draft after week 1.
Yeah. There was tons of people. I know they were crazy like a week ago, like leading up to the season, more people filling up leagues.
David, 34V and a full PPR at the flex. Chris Godwin or Aaron Jones? I feel like I'm going Chris Godwin there.
I am too. Yep.
J-Noise, Jesse becoming a member for the 34th month. We back, baby. Let's get these ships and make some money in Discord. We already made some money this
Dude,
week.
we putting together some fire.
Taylor had a
underdog in
massive day
Discord.
yesterday.
I have a feeling, Kyle, and I don't want to jinx it. I put a ticket together today that I probably put too much money on, but I just got that feeling. Like, you know what?
Did you feel it in your plums?
Dude, the plums are like gyrating. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as soon as I hit like submit, I'm like, I'm about to win some money. You know, I just feel it.
Love it.
Probably gonna get them all wrong, but you know what? It'll be
Skills all day and a half PPR. Ridley, Waddle, Myers, Detroit Williams. I'm assuming that means Jameson Williams. Pick 2.
Waddle will be one of them. And then it's
Yes.
between Ridley or Williams, but with Hopkins banged up, I'm probably going Ridley.
I'm going to go Ridley as well. Red Hulk becoming a member for the 35th month. Pick 1 in a PPR between Javonte Williams, Jalen Warren, Eckler, and Josh Palmer. Probably going to play it safe with Javonte Williams here.
Yep, I would agree.
Eddie P with a 20 bomb. What up, guys? Love to see you and the live streams back. I picked up Stafford after the Jordan Love injury. I'm on a 1 QB PPR league. Should I drop Love after this week or do I keep him? Thank you and keep grinding. I would keep him until we fully know how long he may be out for.
You know, like this whole 3 to 6 week type thing. I mean, just take I guess it kind of depends who's on your waiver wire too. Like if there is somebody out there that is a must-add type guy, then I don't really hate it. But I mean, if you don't have anybody out there, I wouldn't pick him up for some bum. You know what I mean? Like I would wait to make sure we had something of value to grab.
100%. Bolt up 808, Gus Edwards or Mostert for the flex in a full PPR. Give me some Mostert this week.
Yep.
Houdini Weenie.
Love
Good to
it.
be back in a PPR, 1 running back, 1 flex. I tried not to laugh. I couldn't help
You
it.
can't hold it in. Yeah.
Chase Brown, Chuba, Warren, Spears, and Kirk. Well, my running back is going to be Chase Brown there.
Okay.
Chuba, Warren, Spears, or Kirk for the flex. Full PPR.
I'm going Christian Kirk and hoping for the shootout again.
Also, need one in the flex, Mostert or Connor.
I think if you want to have the safer floor, it's Connor. If you want to gamble for the higher upside, it's Mostert.
And then Jake is sounding like the voice of God this evening.
It has to be when I was echoing. I was touching souls out there, Kyle.
Mm-hmm. It's touching something else. The show, Mostert or Swift in a full PPR rest of season to own. Do you risk it with Mostert over Swift?
Probably.
Yeah, I
but
think so.
Why can we not own them both?
I don't know.
Is my question.
I have no idea.
Try to own them both if possible. Keep that depth.
Foshoa Jabia?
Foshua Jabia. I'm guessing his name is Joshua Fabia, and he's changed the first letters to Foshua Jabia.
I'm like guessing. That. PPR week 1, Williams or Daniels?
I'm guessing that's Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I'm going Jaden Daniels, though.
I have Jaden Daniels as a top 10 play this week.
Bowers or Njoku? I'll risk it with Bowers this week.
So will I.
I'll risk it with Bowers this week.
So
and do I start Yoshi over Shakir if Chase is out? Appreciate the goats of fantasy football. I feel like Yoshi is such a risky play week 1.
It's
I feel
week
like
1. You know what I mean? Like I can't do it.
Yeah, it's like you've got to be, in my opinion, like at the bottom of the barrel of options to go that route.
And if you're
I'm
at
not
the
saying
bottom
he
of the
won't
barrel
have
week 1, like what happened in the draft?
And I'm not saying he's a bad option, but I'm just
yeah. I'm there with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Shakir there. Michael Sennett becoming a member for the 35th month. Been here all off season watching videos since January. Yes, you have, Michael. Have 5 fantasy leagues. No questions for week 1. Thanks for all you do and will do for the nation this season, Michael. We appreciate what you do for the nation. Kent Dykesel becoming a member for the 12th month. Y'all needed more preseason reps to be prepared for first live stream. To be honest with you, we actually tested some stuff yesterday that may be coming very soon. We just weren't comfortable to launch it on night 1, but we might have it available for tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure I accidentally changed my settings while we were doing that too. So that's on me. Full PPR, Monty or Ridley in the flex. Give me Monty, 100%.
Yep.
Also, flex Ridley or Mostert. And a full PPR?
I think it goes... one of those, if you want to play it safe in a full PPR, you go Ridley with Hopkins banged up. If you just need, maybe you're behind already. If you face somebody who had like a Saquon Barkley or a Jaden Reed or something like that, then you need to play catch up a little bit. That's probably when you go Mostert.
We have nothing. If you're getting commercials, we have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, we have no.
You can thank YouTube and Google.
Thanks,
for that.
YouTube.
That's not us. We have nothing to do with
Every time it pops up, do you want to put an ad in here? We always say no.
Yep.
Because ads are stupid until they pay us.
Yep, but that's true.
Those ones are minimal.
But because we get comments sometimes, why are you guys running political ads? We're not running political ads. We have nothing to do with that.
I wish we could pick and choose the ads that are on our videos, but we can.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing we can do about that. Anakin women and the children to Skywalker. With Ayuk on limited snaps, thinking of replacing him with one of these players in the flex with McLaurin, Zach Moss, Coleman, and Keenan Allen. Thanks. I mean, if you're wanting to really do that, I'm going McLaurin.
Yep, that's what I was going to say too.
Sean becoming a member for the 8th month. Love the live streams. Thanks for all you do. Should I start Godwin or Addison in a full PPR?
Godwin.
And then Steven or Eckler? It's Godwin and Eckler for me. Or Godwin and Stevenson.
Hold on. Yeah, let me see. They were pretty close. Stevenson. I actually had Stevenson a couple spots ahead of Eckler.
Yeah, Steven. I meant to say Stevenson. I said Eckler on accident. Jesse says, hit the dang like button. Watching my language tonight. Jesse, appreciate the 10 button. The 10 button. The 10
What
bomb.
the hell is a 10 button?
Demetrios.
Oh, do it. Come on, Kyle. Asproyanis. Start
Tua or Burrow? I'm going Tua over Burrow this week.
Yes, for sure. With Higgins and Chase's issues, give me Tua.
And then Metcalf or Godwin in a non-PPR. Metcalf has more upside. I probably still go Godwin, though, here.
In a non-PPR, it's way closer. But I probably still lean Godwin as well.
AG becoming a member for the 9th month. Glad it's that time. Headliner Nation, are we playing Taysom Hill over Ferguson for any reason this week? Not.
Kyle wants to say not at all, but I still have Ferguson ahead of Taysom Hill. But if there was ever a week for Taysom Hill, this one may be one of those weeks. But I'm still leaning Ferguson and just hoping that he's who finds those open pockets in the middle of the field.
Charlene, hey Kyle, what about those Texas Longhorns? Listen, any reasonable Michigan fan would not have been betting on Michigan winning today. Right. We knew. I knew it was going to be bad. There was nothing that. No, nothing. All Rise 99. Few questions. Who should I start? Purdy or Geno in a 6-point TD?
I'm pretty sure it's Purdy.
Purdy.
It is Brock Purdy.
Cousins or Geno in a 4-point TD?
It is Cousins still.
It's Cousins for me. I am very worried about Cousins still this week, though.
I don't love Cousins this week. He barely made my top 20, but he's still in there.
And the last question, Olave or Aaron Jones in a standard league? I'll take Olave in a standard league.
Yep.
Ricky becoming a member for the 25th month, 4th seasons with the Headliners. Week 1 is here. Detroit by 30 as a Fins fan. Arizona by 40 versus Buffalo. Question for you all. Both upside starts. DJ Moore, Pittman, or Neighbors, full PPR. It's DJ Moore and Neighbors if you want upside.
100%. Neighbors are going to get blitzed with targets. Probably 30% of them are going to be catchable. But, I mean, he's going to see a ton of volume.
Does Jordan Love being injured affect Green Bay's wide receivers if you have them on your roster? Yes, because their quarterback right now is Malik Willis.
That sucks balls, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Malik Willis does. I'm talking about the situation as a whole. I wanted to be sure to clarify that.
Yep, absolutely. Jason, so when people read my start-sit videos and they're like, all the wide receivers for Green Bay are risky. Why would you do that? Well, because Malik Willis is their quarterback.
Yeah.
Jason Olivero. What's up, fellas? Cheers to a new season. Won the 23 chip because of y'all. No, because of you.
You made those decisions.
We appreciate it. Monty or Ford in the flex. Love you all. Forehead kisses.
Monty.
Forehead kisses. And if I get another question tonight, ask me if I should start David Montgomery after he was a must-own in almost all of my videos this offseason. I swear I'm going to lose it.
I wonder how many people out there, aside from myself, currently have an earbud in that just listen to you whisper for way too long on a Saturday night in my ear.
Everybody's got the tinglies now. Trix becoming a member for the 29th month. Geno Smith, Javonte Williams, Calvin Ridley, Brandon Cooks, Sam Darnold, J.K. Dobbins, or Rico Dowdle for a super flex spot. Down 30 already.
Wow.
Need upside. If you need upside, you have to go with the quarterback.
Exactly.
In a super flex league, you have to.
Yep. I'm going Geno over Darnold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Derek Childress becoming a member for the 20th month. I drafted Dontavian Wicks in the later rounds for some sneaky upside, but after Love's injury, should I drop him or ride him out? I feel like we have to hold off on Jordan Love because they said he was going to do further testing, and that has not been done yet. I would wait a couple more days before we start making crazy moves like that.
Yeah, obviously he was somebody we wanted to stash on our bench. If we know 100% that listen, it's going to be a while, then he does become somebody who's expendable. But I'm not ready to do it just yet, like Kyle said, either. And then we also had Sting and JWC gifting 5 memberships, so hopefully he got a bunch of thank yous in the chat as well.
E-Man, 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, and 1 flex. Rashad White, Alvin Kamara, Kyron Williams, Mike Evans, Palmer, Ford, Coleman, London. Kind of timid to double bucket.
Double. Don't ever be scared to double bucket. If you're ever looking for something to double buck, now is the time to do it.
What is a double bucket?
I don't know. He's talking about the Bucks with Rashad White and Mike Evans.
Oh, I pictured. I don't know why this came to my mind when I heard double bucket. I actually thought of Super Troopers and Farva with 2 liters of cola. Like,
Well, that has nothing to do with what was being talked about, Kyle. We are all now dumber for listening to what you just said. So 2 running backs, White, Kamara, and Kyron. Oh, and I don't want to really sit any of those guys, Kyle, but the highest ones I have are White, and then Kyron and Kamara are back-to-back in the rankings. So I'm going White and Kyron for the running backs. The wide receiver, I'm still going with London. And then I'm going to go with Mike Evans. And then for the flex spot, I'm probably going to go with Alvin Kamara.
Jose Hernandez. Hey, bros. Ayuk or Addison, Shakir, McConkey.
It should be McConkey.
McConkey.
Not McConkey. McConkey.
I'm still, out of those options, I'm still willing to risk it with Ayuk.
Yeah, 100%.
And hopefully he maybe gets a big player too.
Agreed.
Richard Jacquet.
Sounds fancy.
Okay. First super chat.
Hey, welcome, Richard.
Appreciate it. Michael Pittman or Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin, if it's a full PPR league, I probably lean Godwin a little bit. Half or standard, Pittman's probably a little safer.
Yeah, that I would agree with.
The Scranton Strangler gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Just a Dude Man became a new member of Holden Chubb. I don't know if Just a Dude Man is a new member, though, because he's definitely been a member before. I know that.
Sure. Yeah.
Wilson Hensley, pick 3 in a non-PPR. London Waddle, Marvin Harrison Jr., or Malik Neighbors. Your safest bets are probably going to be London Waddle and Marvin Harrison Jr. If you want a little bit more upside, you could try to go Neighbors over Waddle. I feel like I'm going Waddle over Neighbors in week 1, though.
In week 1, I am too.
Yeah. Purple Haze. 5 gifted when we hit 500 likes. We're at 581. You may have already gifted, but we may not be there as of yet.
Exactly.
Ricky, question for y'all both. Drop Taysom Hill for likely, and Hill is his starter in this league. I don't listen. You're going to hear me talk about this in the tight end show, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. I like likely this season, but I can guarantee everybody Mark Andrews is still going to have a little bit of a bigger role than what he had. He's not going to be as bad moving forward as he was this past week. He's not going to be what you used to see, but he's not going to be as bad either. And that affects likely.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful with that. With that being said, I'm still willing to go with him over Taysom Hill.
Yeah, there you go. David 34V gifted 10 memberships to the nation. Appreciate them. Ben Patton gifted another 5 members. Then Anna gifted 10 members. We're up to 66 new members already on this live stream. Hopefully, some people starting to pop into Discord.
Nick,
Kyle,
you won't give 3 members right now. You won't do it, Nick. Nick, yeah, I know you're listening. You won't do it.
3?
You won't gift.
You can't gift 3, Kyle.
You can't? Oh, no, you can't.
He's going to have to go 1 or 5.
This is true. Nick, give 3 1-member gifts.
Do 3 separate transactions. Oh,
he's already doing it. He's already doing it.
That's funny.
Oh,
His credit card is going to get locked because we're going to be like, who keeps doing this?
Oh, man.
But
Sean just left an awesome message that is blocked because of what he said.
Oh, I don't even see it.
Anna already hit it because it was provocative at best.
Oh, it was provocative. All these here they come. They're popping.
There they are, Nick. 69 new members tonight because of Nick. Knew it was gonna happen. Knew it was gonna happen.
And just like Mike gifted one. Right,
Mike wanted to push it to 70 just for good measure.
Walter John, out there, I'm talking a distinguished member of the community, leaving some of the best comments on videos you could possibly have.
Mm-hmm.
He says, shout out to the best eggplant busting fantasy football squad in the business. Analytics so great, it'll make a midget fidget and OnlyFan models send free pictures. Keep banging, nation. Love it, Walter. Appreciate you.
I would like to say something on stream right now. If Taylor is listening and Devin, I know Devin is listening.
How do you know that?
Because I saw him in the chat already. So I know Devin is listening for sure.
Devin, are you out there?
I want
Devin,
at
do
the end
you
of the
hear
season.
me?
I want to at the end of the season create a plaque for the best Headliner Nation commenter over the course of the season. And we need to keep an eye on the comment section. Walter John has a huge lead right now, but at the end of the season, we'll sit down as a group and we'll vote among ourselves who could potentially get it, and we will mail that plaque to somebody to put up in their house.
I mean, I'm down. I am so down.
Let's do it. And then they have to take a picture with it.
And tag us on social media.
Yes, but like it has to be in front of their junk. No, I'm kidding. Not that
Peasy
much.
says Walter's about to get cooked. Walter, I don't know if we just put a target on you, Walter, or not, but I mean, your comments are legendary.
Anna, you are not eligible.
She can be. But I mean, her
just
chances of winning.
You have to quit. and we don't want that.
We'll send you a signed picture of me and Kyle.
I just
Bro
came up
hugging.
with that idea off the top of my head.
That's
what
I mean,
happened.
you've had a lot of bad ideas before, but that's not
I have.
one of them.
I have.
That's not bad.
And both of them start with C's.
Moving on, after Walter John, fill in the blank gifted 5 memberships.
Wait. Hold on. Ricky still had a second part of his question.
We weren't on Ricky.
Yeah, we were. It was the Taysom Hill likely question.
Oh.
There was still a second part of it.
Oh.
Question number 2. Oh, question number 2 is basically the same thing. Drop Taysom Hill for likely, but Hill is his backup to Njoku. Hill's his starter in his other league. I would still do that in that league as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
So now I can say thanks to fill in the blank for 5 gifted memberships. Mr. Arizona dropping a 2-bomb. Thank you so much for your first super chat here on a live stream. K. Scott, been a member for 27 months. Welcome back, Lords of Headliner Crew. Miss your combo screen like I missed the 80s. I'm a Gen X kid. I have to bounce back. Headliner for life. I appreciate you, K. Scott.
Those of you asking questions about your super chat, up in the top, it's over there above Jake's head. We're catching up on super chats. Please be patient.
We are
And we'll
working
get
on
to your
it. I haven't even
questions
had a
here
drink of
shortly.
water yet.
Did we just do K. Scott? Yes, we did. Kent
E-Man said we
Dicel.
missed the second part of his super chat that said Fields or Purdy this week in a 4-point per pass, and it's going to be Purdy.
Purdy. Yeah, Fields isn't even starting. Did something happen that I'm not aware of?
Pretty sure Fields is starting.
Justin Fields? Oh,
No,
Russell.
Trevor Fields.
I'm sorry, I did miss it. Russell Wilson is dealing with an
Yeah.
injury right now. That's
Yeah.
my bad.
It's okay.
That's my bad. Sorry, it's been a long day. Was it football all day today? Okay. Best channel hands down from Kent. I'll never forget the shout out y'all gave my mom when she passed. Love you guys in the whole nation. Kent, appreciate you. Glad you're still here and been sticking around. 808 guy, drop 1 for defensive special teams. Mason Corum, right, and he also has a Chan, so he doesn't really want to drop right, it sounds like. Corum or Mason then at that point. If you have CMC, you have to keep Mason. If you don't have CMC and you have Kyron Williams, you need to keep Corum. If you don't have either of those guys and you're just keeping someone to keep someone,
Well, if you
I'd
have
probably
he's got
drop-
a channel.
I'd probably drop Corum right now.
Yep. Because, I mean, if anything happens to a Chan, Jalen Wright's going to go nutsos.
Yeah. Yep. Pittman or Swift? I'm going Pittman over Swift.
Yes.
Mike V and a 0.5 point PPR pick 2 from Najee Ford and Keenan Allen. Najee and Keenan Allen for me.
Yep.
Jake WTW with the 20 bomb. Hey guys, with that Ayuk on a snap count, should I bench him and put someone else in the flex? Right now he's got Mahomes, CMC, Kyron Williams, Neighbors, Ridley, Freiermuth. On the bench he has Coleman, Gus Edwards, Hopkins, McConkey, Mostert, and Brian Robinson. I'm okay with putting Mostert in there.
Mm-hmm.
I would flex him in. I think you have just as
We still
much
have a lot of high
potential.
ceiling players there anyway.
Yeah. Lucas Rios becoming a member for the 11th month. What up, headliners? In a PPR, would you all start Shaheed or Zach Moss as a second flex? If you're like chasing upside, I'm probably going Shaheed, but more than likely, I'm going to put Zach Moss in this week and let it ride and see what happens.
Yeah, especially with all those pass catching weapons banged up, he's probably going to run the ball a lot.
Ricky, question for y'all both. Start 2 in a full PPR, need upside. Neighbors, Mostert, DJ Moore, and Pittman. His quarterback is Anthony Richardson if it makes a difference. Definitely going DJ Moore, and if you want upside, I'm probably going Neighbors still over Pittman.
And Mostert?
And Mostert. Because he wants upside.
Yeah.
Mostert is going to get some touches, but with a Chan getting some, maybe Jalen Wright does a few, and
right.
I mean, and of course they're going to pass.
Facts.
That's my pick.
We'll go with it.
Danny Dolman becoming a member for the 23rd month. Full PPR, pick one flex, David Montgomery. I'm going to say that he sent this before I whispered a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to re-whisper, even though I'm sure some people would love me to. No. David Montgomery or Scary Terry, give me some D-Mont. Thank you, Jake and Kyle, for all you guys do, the GOATs. Helix! Sending 99 cents. Helix, that does not make up for that awful freaking team you drafted and then told people you watch the fantasy headliners. He drafted a defensive special team in the second round.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. That's a great question. But then when I found out he told people that he watches the fantasy headliners, I told him never to do that ever again.
Never again. We want nothing to be doing with defensive special teams in the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. Somewhere out there, Lit Nick is losing it right now too.
Why?
Eyes wide. Oh, it's scrolled. Crap.
Oh. Eyes wide open are yours. Andrews or likely rest of season. I think it's gonna be one of those things where it's hit and miss week after week. I think if you want the safer weekly, it's probably likely. Is Andrews gonna have some big games though? Highly likely, if you know what I mean. So it's still one of those things where they're going to eat into each other's ceiling, right? There's just not going to be a clear path each and every week. It worked out great for Likely in week 1. He will probably be the safer option rest of season. But I'm not going to read too much in this question. Like, should we drop Mark Andrews? Because no, that's way too early for that.
You just did. Oh, we're on Ricky now?
Yep. He says, thou shalt not go counseling if thou don't want to be in last place.
No comment.
Ricky, truer words have never been spoken.
Nick Murray becoming a member for the 5th month. Ayuk or Pickens this week. I know Ayuk is going to be limited in snaps this week. I'd probably still risk it with Pickens there. I mean, they have the same amount of upside, but Pickens isn't.
If Ayuk still had a better matchup, but he's probably going to be covered in sauce when he's on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm covered in sauce every night. Demetrius Williams, 10-man PPR. Who should I flex, Montgomery or Ayuk? I'm going to lose my mind if I get one more David Montgomery question.
I think we're probably still, maybe they haven't hit the whisper part yet.
Oh, man. Johnny, it's Montgomery if that wasn't.
It was clear.
Anyway, Johnny, 24-14, double flex. Who should I start, Deontay Johnson or Tank Dell? Give me Tank Dell.
Now he says he's got Nico in his lineup as well.
I'm still going Tank Dell. F it for the content. I'm going Tank Dell over Deontay Johnson.
Content, he said.
I'm doing it. Give me Tank Dell. Any thoughts, Jake? Nope. Okay, let's go. Owen Byrne says Litnick over Kyle. I think Owen goes by Spicy in Litnick's Discord. If I had to guess, that's who it is. Steven Kodo, he's just mad because I'm better at Call of Duty than he is. AR-15, I have Houston defensive special team. Not sure if that's a bad thing. Should I drop for Seattle or Bills? No, Houston's going to be good this year. I don't think I need to drop them at all right now.
Even though your quarterback's playing against him, it doesn't matter this week. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Derek Childress, what are your thoughts on Mooney this year? I think he's a good best ball pick. He's going to be really tough to start in redraft leagues.
Yep.
Travis Wilson becoming a member for the 4th month with Higgins out. Who should I start with a full PPR flex? Palmer, Stevenson, Harris, or Shakir? Give me some Najee. 808 all day.
All day, Kyle. Twice on Sunday.
All day.
Yep.
full point PPR, and then 1 point per rush as well.
Damn.
Javonte Williams, Zach Moss, Tank Dell. It's either Javonte. He's got Javonte Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to be more specific. Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams, Jameson Williams. There's too many J. Williams. We need to be more specific.
It's got to be Jameson,
I'm thinking Jameson here. Jalen Warren, also pick up Wright or Irving. Everyone smash that like button. I'm picking up Wright. I'm playing Tank Dell.
I don't know. With the point per rush as well, I kind of feel like Zach Moss is going to eat and get 15 touches. That's 15 points right there for 1 point per rush.
Okay, Zach Moss if you want to play it safe.
Okay, there you go. I feel better now.
E-Man, sit one from Marvin Harrison Jr., Adams, and Olave. Am I crazy for wanting to sit Adams?
I don't want to sit any of them, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean? It's a full PPR, but it's 1.33 points per 10 yards. I'm probably going Marvin Harrison and Olave, even though I don't dislike it. What are you laughing at?
I can't say.
You can't say? You want to say, but you can't say.
I do, but I can't. Abel, I need an RB2 from DeAndre Swift, Raheem, B-Rob, or Ford. I've got Kenneth Walker at RB1. Probably going Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert. Not quite a mustard, but pretty dang close to a mustard.
Mike, becoming a member for the 30th month. Mike! Hello, my friends. So happy the season is finally upon us. I appreciate you both and the whole Headliner Nation team. Need 1 super flex and 2 flex. Levis or Darnold. Give me Levis over Darnold.
Yep.
And the super flex.
Yep.
Then Taysom Hill, Michael Wilson, Corum, and Zeke sending all the love. Let's win some ships. Give me Zeke for sure. And then if you want upside, you can take a shot in the dark at Taysom Hill. If you want to play it safe, go with Corum, and hopefully he gets
something.
Half a dozen carries. Maybe he gets a goal line touch or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably leaning. If it's me, I'm probably going Hill and Zeke.
Ricky, eggplant bot.
All right, then.
We have definitely included eggplants more and more often.
Yep. Some people are weird about it. Some dudes are not secure with their sexuality out there, Kyle.
No, I mean,
and they get weird about it. Like, dude, how insecure you gotta be?
Listen, if my bros aren't sending me pictures of eggplants, we're not bros.
There's worse things bros can send pictures of.
This is true. Ed Miller, becoming a member for the 35th month. Welcome back, fellas. And a half PPR flex, Ford, Pittman, or Chuba. Give me some Pittman there.
Yep, I agree with that.
And a full PPR, need a wide receiver, 2. McLaurin or Pittman. I'll take McLaurin there.
McLaurin, yep.
And then Mostert, Ford, Pittman, or McLaurin.
I'm guessing this is a different team? Or if we've already started McLaurin, we don't include him
I think
here?
this is a different team.
A different team?
If it's the same team, it's probably Mostert for me. If it's a different team, that's where it gets tough.
Yeah, but I'm probably still leaning towards Mostert for the upside.
Jorge Monterez becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Welcome in, Jorge. Purple Haze, there's the gifted membership.
The ones he said.
There it is.
He's a man of his word, Kyle.
Appreciate you, Purple Haze. CJ, who dat becoming a member of Holden Chubb. I know you've been a member before, so welcome back. Manny, Alaris, what's going on, guys? Hope all is well. I'm worried about Jamar Chase. If he chooses to sit, I have D-Hop, Jordan Addison, or Zach Moss. Who is best to fill in at flex? I would go Zach Moss.
Zach Moss. Yep, I agree. With D-Hop injured, I'm going towards Zach Moss.
Isidro?
Isidro.
See, your mission trip, I think, has helped you with the enunciation of some of these names.
That, and there's someone that lives in my house now that speaks Spanish.
Oh, okay. Your dog, Chubb?
No. Yeah, Chubb. Well, Chubb speaks every language. He's the greatest dog ever.
Isidro.
No, Isidro.
I suck at names. It'll never change. It'll never change. Daniel Orton and a flex spot PPR. Tank Dell or Christian Kirk. We back. I'll take Tank Dell there. Owen Byrne, how is my favorite fantasy coach doing? Owen is definitely spicy then. He called me that the other night and I lost it.
Okay, perfect.
Undisputed, he called me that, and Nick was eating spicy ramen and he coughed the noodle out his nose. His entire face was beat red.
Dude, that would suck.
And snot was dripping down his face. It was so gross.
Gross.
Oh, man. I thought he was dead, though, for a few minutes. Undisputed Frost, becoming a member for the 11th month. How are we feeling about Jatavian Sanders? I like Jatavian Sanders in a dynasty league. I don't know if I'm betting on him becoming something super crazy this season, though.
This season, probably not. They still have, Deontay Johnson, Xavier Leggett, and Adam Thielen, and I mean, there's just other options there.
And they still have 2 tight ends that are technically over him in the depth chart right now, too.
I'm not yet.
Levi with a $2 donation. Levi, appreciate you. Mr. Quaritch? Need to choose Ramondre or Chuba for my RB2. Probably going Ramondre there.
Ramondre.
Helix says, what's up, Kyle? What's up, Helix? Annabelle Summers becoming a member for the 10th month. Annabelle, should I be worried about Henry? No, not at all. That is a tough defense. Kansas City's a good run defense with Chris Jones.
We saw his floor, and it's 10 points. That's not bad.
Yes, absolutely. Just think if he scores a touchdown every game this season, because it's possible.
Yep.
It is ski. It's ski.
It's ski. It is ski.
It's ski with a $20 donation. For some reason, my message isn't being allowed, even though it's well within the words and nothing bad. If you guys could look in the chat, it would be appreciated. So
I'll scroll, but I don't know how far back it was.
Hey, it's ski. Listen, there's actually a new function this year. If you send a super chat, you can click on the reply button and it will highlight that there's been a reply. So if you wait, Jake, and he replies to his super chat, it will pop up. You can click on it and then you can see the reply.
All right, then. I'll be looking for the reply.
Peasy gifted 10 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Peasy, appreciate you. Thanks so much for the gifted memberships. Django, welcome back to Holden Chubb. Appreciate you for joining back up, Steven. Annabelle, again, should I be worried about Henry? Wait a second. Did I double dip here, or did she send that message twice?
One was a super chat, one was a member chat.
Oh.
So we appreciate her.
Travis Wright, pick a wide receiver 2 in a full PPR. Godwin, Pittman, or Deontay Johnson. Give me Godwin here.
Okay, I agree.
Then pick a flex. Jerome Ford, Godwin, Pittman, or Deontay Johnson. Still full PPR, give me Godwin again. If it's not, give me Pittman. If it's the same team, play Godwin and Pittman together.
Yep.
The Real, Gary, Gensler, Jake and Kyle, Laporta for MVP, Lions Super Bowl winners.
Wow.
Derrick Henry's trash. Okay. Just wait a second.
Gary, you started off hot. Gary, you started off hot.
I can only agree with a couple of things there. Lions winning the Super Bowl? Absolutely. Laporta for MVP? Listen, I don't think we'll ever see a tight end win MVP. If that were to happen, that would be insane.
Yeah.
If Laporta were to have a good enough season to win MVP, Jared Goff would win MVP.
Yeah.
Fantasy coach Kyle, who should I pick up, Litnick or Bubbles? Listen, Spicy, you're not picking up Bubbles if Bubbles was the last player in the world. Not happening. Levi Cash. Do what?
Do we know who Bubbles is?
Bubbles, yes. I know who Bubbles is.
But do I know who Bubbles is?
No, you don't.
Damn it.
He plays in Nick's CDL league that they run over in the Lit Talks community. Levi Cash. I got Daniels and picked up Baker on my bench. Evans is the wide receiver 2, full PPR. What quarterback do I start?
I still got Daniels higher. Even though I like Baker this week, I got Daniels higher.
Why not us? In a half PPR, 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. Tua and Herbert at quarterback. Waddle, St. Brown, Odunze. I have to learn how to pronounce his name. Isovius.
No,
Yoshi, Coleman, Brees Hall, Cora Machan, Chase Brown, Jay Wright, Bengals, Dalton Kincaid, Bengals D. Who to start?
Tua over Herbert.
Okay.
At quarterback. We'll start there. You got Waddle and St. Brown as your wide receivers.
Yes.
Brees Hall and Devon Achane as your running backs. Dalton Kincaid's your tight end. And then your flex play out of who is left. I'm going with Chase Brown out of what else you have left.
Okay. Nailed it. Jeffrey Wilson, what's an appropriate role for Xavier Worthy going forward on a team with Wilson? Oh, Garrett Wilson. London, Godwin, Higgins, Pickens, Ridley with 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. I know people are super excited about Xavier Worthy's night, but I think people need to remember that one of the touchdowns was a rushing play. As a wide receiver, you're not going to get rushing touchdowns every week. It's good to see. It's encouraging. Yep. Number 2, his second touchdown came on just an awful broken play. Marlon Humphrey got completely lost there.
Well, he thought he had a safety over the top, and there was no safety over the top.
And he didn't. So we need to be very, very careful with what we see. Like, when I list Xavier Worthy as risky again this week, I know people are going to disagree with it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's not – the guy doesn't get enough targets to have a safe floor. He's like the Devon Achane of the wide receiver position.
Yep, absolutely. Prop Hazard with a $2 donation. Appreciate you. Peasy, welcome back. Thanks for re-upping your membership and being back for a 32nd month. Dak, Baker, Geno, need one normal scoring, just hate Dak's matchup, then go with Baker. Baker's got a great matchup.
Yep, I got Baker, I think, higher in the rankings anyway, I think.
Johnny A with a 5 bomb. Hey, guys, I have 2 flex spots. Which guys? Jones, Palmer, Pollard, Hubbard, Javonte Williams, hopefully. Jonnu Smith, thanks for the help. 2 flex spots. Aaron Jones is 1 for me. I'm probably going to go Tony Pollard in the other, even though I don't love it.
I don't love it either, but given the options, it's probably where I'm going.
Yeah. Jake, do you want to put the helmet on and just let it go let it rip for a few minutes? We can go back and forth between the chats.
Are we caught up enough? I don't even know.
No, we're not.
Okay.
But I think we got to go back and forth maybe a little bit.
Okay, I can get my helmet ready.
If you want to get the helmet ready, we can go back and forth.
Got my helmet ready.
If you want to let the super chats rip, I mean, we're probably 10 minutes behind if I had to guess. Eddie J, any trade advice? 12-man standard. Hurts, JT and Connor, Waddle, Pittman, Ridley, Kelsey are my starters with Ford, Ray Davis, Jonathan Brooks, Coleman, Polk, Adonai Mitchell, and Isaiah Likely. Thank you. Any trade advice right now? No. I think you went a little too heavy in a 12-man league on rookies. Ray Davis, Jonathan Brooks,
Keon Coleman, Jalen Polk, Mitchell.
That's a lot. Rookie. I mean, at this point, you can't really make any trades because you don't have guys the depth to make the trades. You're going to have to hope that some of that just works out. Gary Gensler says only one nation, the Raiders nation. Why not us? Appreciate you guys. Why not us? Appreciate you. Josh Bunch becoming a member for the 23rd month. Better late than never. Just showing some love to Jake, Kyle, Doc, and the Headliner Nation. Josh, appreciate you re-upping for almost 2 years. Oh, Shagnificent. Jameson Williams, Godwin Pickens, Warren, Shakir, Dottle. Only 4-man bench. Have to drop one. Has Jefferson, Evans, Gibbs, and Mixon as the starters. I'm probably dropping Shakir here because I'd rather have the depth at running back. And that gives you Pickens, Godwin, Jefferson, and Evans as your wide receivers.
Yep.
Prop hazard. I go into a park at 9 a.m. with no internet, so I can't check Jamar Chase's status. Chase, Williams, Chase Brown, or Rico Dowdle. I probably play Chase Brown because then you kind of get the best of both worlds there. Like if Jamar Chase misses, you're golden because Zach Moss should have a decent day. If he doesn't end up missing, Chase Brown should still end up being like a decent play in the receiving game with having some options out in front of him to release him out of the edge. That's
I'm
probably what
starting to lose function in my left eye here. We're gonna have to you told me to put a helmet on, and then you abandoned me and just left me sitting here.
Okay, which chat do you want?
I will do super chats.
Okay, you do super chats. I'm gonna let you roll for a minute here.
All right, do I
And
get
when
like a
you
cool
get-
introduction or no?
When you get caught up, then I will jump in with the regular chat. How's that sound?
Okay, only as long as you do like a fire intro for me.
Well, you knew that was coming.
Can I get an
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 2024, the helmet has been added. The chat is going crazy. The Headliner Nation community is ready for week 1 of fantasy football, and we've got a lot of questions that need to be answered, and they are going to be answered right now in the greatest segment in the fantasy football industry today. Let's go ahead and count it down together in the chat. 3, 2, 1. Let it flow.
Archangel's been a member for 36 months. Can't wait until you guys come up with I'm a Headliner gear, hats, and coffee mugs, which I know will eventually come. I can feel it in the air. We're working on it, Archangel. Larry Moreno gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Hopefully, whoever got the membership from Larry, say thank you. Cappy1123, Monty Mostert or White is my running back 2 in a full PPR. Thanks, guys, and thank you for all of your hard work. So I need only one out of White, Mostert, or Monty. Rashad White is my highest ranked right now. Zorak, 422, becoming a member for the 35th month. Then we have Chris Yamas. I have Kyler, Harrison, and McBride, and Dell over Marvin Harrison Jr. No, I am not sitting Marvin Harrison Jr. this week, probably for almost anyone. I got to have him in the lineup here this week. CJ, who dat CJ in this chat? Ferguson or Ingram in a half PPR? I'm going Ingram. Are we playing Ayuk? I don't think we sit him unless we have a solid option, like a Chris Godwin or somebody to put in his place. Daniel Penrod II becoming a member for the 24th month. 3 things, all in PPR. 1, Goff or Daniels. I have Daniels 1 spot higher than Goff. Chuba or Eckler in the flex? I'm going with Eckler. And then 3, Godwin or Pickens, leaning Godwin for safety, but you don't know in a full PPR. I'm leaning Godwin as well. Jake Nielsen, thoughts on King Henry's usage? Kind of underwhelming debut. It's because they fell behind, and they're one of the best run defenses in the league in Kansas City. Don't read too much into it just yet. Andy B, Bogias, Andy, I am sorry, I probably butchered it. Couple of questions. Full PPR league, Olave, Pickens, London, Cup. Need to start 3 of the 4. Also, Ferguson or the Muth. I actually have, let me do that one first. Ferguson or the Muth. I have Ferguson just slightly higher in that one. And then out of the 3 of 4, we're going with Cup. We're going with London, and we're going with Olave. Johnny A becoming a member for the 4th month. Jamie Carey becoming a member for 34 months. Javonte Williams or Pollard in a half PPR. I'm going to lead Tony Pollard. Hoosier Devos becoming a member for the 9th month. What's up, fellas? Pushing my way out of the womb tonight with a couple of questions. First one, in a PPR. Start 2 out of Chuba, Eckler, or Warren. Because Warren's coming off injury, I'm going to go Chuba and Eckler. Half PPR, Chuba or Javonte to go with Monty. Duh. I'm going to lead Javonte Williams there for sure. You guys rock. Thank you. No Hoosier. We appreciate you. Now we go down to Bango. Bango Shanks. Need a flex out of Connor. Shakir. Thanks, guys. I'm going James Conner with you. When he's healthy, dude scores. Viking King. My boys, can we get a breakdown of the goose egg for Wicks? I feel like he's a heavy drop now. The goose egg doesn't bother me. I mean, the guy was supposed to be a bottom of the bench stash anyway. The bigger issue is he going to have a quarterback for the next 3 to 6 weeks? I kind of wait until we hear maybe the start of next week till we make any decisions. The guy had almost a few big plays. They're just kind of poorly thrown balls. That was your 10th super chat. We appreciate that. Oh, no, I cannot say this name. Harry S. Thank you for the advice, gentlemen. Harry, we appreciate you. Bukowski, Charbonnet, or Charbonnet. Hey, I'm going with Charbonnet there. Derek Childress, appreciate you in the 20 bomb. I have 1 bench spot open. Do you think I should wait and see what this weekend shows us, or am I looking to stash Fields, or I only have 1 tight end, Ferguson? Who would you recommend? Feel like everyone in my league has 4 tight ends. I don't really know what Fields has to do with stashing another tight end. Honestly, I'd probably wait and see what happens this weekend and then go for there. Christian Campos becoming a member of the 33rd month. What's good, Kyle and Jake? Rate my team in a full PPR. I got Hurts, Henry, Hall, Evans, Ayuk, Mixon, Aubrey. On the bench, you got McLaurin, Mostert, Flowers, and Caleb Williams. I love it. It's a solid A-. Then we got Litnick's 1 membership. Then we have Litnick's 1 membership. Then we have Litnick's 1 membership. Then we have Mike Kellenoy's 1 membership. Appreciate you guys. Richard Jaquette. Just wanted to say you guys are amazing. Keep up the great work. Richard, we appreciate you. The Scranton Strangler, again, now becoming a member for the 11th month. Almost set this week. Can I get a shout out to my 5-week-old son, Hudson, rocking him to sleep and finalizing my lineup for week 1. Let's bleep and go.
What
Hudson,
up?
what is going on, little man? We got Jordan Olson. Help, league mate had Jordan Love. Do I trade Sun God, Spears, and Stafford for Kyron and Garrett Wilson? I do have ETN, DK, and Flowers as a flex, full PPR 14-teamer. So do you trade Amon-Ra, Spears, and Stafford for Kyron Williams and Garrett Wilson? I mean, my biggest issue here is who other quarterback now that you're going to be trading away Stafford. If you have another stud quarterback that you can still start, I'm making that trade. Scale speaks. Get the likes up. Somebody better listen to this dude before he gets pissed off in the chat. John Free, welcome to Holden Chubb. Any moon soon? Marvin Harrison Jr., more. Neighbors and Godwin need 3 and a full PPR. Love you guys. So we got Marvin Harrison Jr. will be 1, DJ Moore the other, and Chris Godwin for the 3rd. Dustin Kane becoming a member for the 23rd month. Glad to see you guys live again. We're glad to be live again, Dustin. Yusef, welcome to Holden Chubb. LKW Sports becoming a member for the 2nd month. Is it throwing anyone to have Jake and Kyle switching screen sides from last year? Kyle, we're on the same side as last year, aren't we?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
To be honest, I don't really know either, but I feel like we're on the same side. Also has a question here. PPR start 3 out of Mixon, McLaurin, Samuel, Kyron Williams, James Conner. Please and thank you. It's going to be only 3 of them. Wow. Joe Mixon, Kyron Williams, and James Conner. We're locking it in. LJ Vo gifted 5 memberships. Appreciate you. Christian Campos with a 20 bomb. Rate my second team. Half PPR, Lamar, Flowers, Godwin, Hall, Kyron, Concade, which is Kincaid, Mixon, Jacobs. On the bench, you got Keenan, Ferguson, Corum, Caleb Williams. Should I drop Corum for Ford or Rico or Chuba, or drop Ferguson for Keon? Do not drop Ferguson. Absolutely not. Should you drop Corum for Ford, Rico, or Chuba? You got Hall, you got Kyron. You don't really have very much running back depth, so for right now, I'm grabbing Jerome Ford. At least you have somebody you can start if needed. Regular Nintendo, member for 11 months. Appreciate you. Thanks for all the content. This is the best place for info, community, and energy for fantasy football on the planet. You damn right, Nintendo. Discount Tony Stark, welcome to Holden Chubb. The show, would you drop Dobbins to add Jerry Jeudy in a full PPR, looking for wide receiver depth? I mean, it's kind of a lateral move. I mean, you could. Do I have high expectations for Jerry Jeudy? Not really. Do I have high expectations for J.K. Dobbins? Not really. At this point, his knees are held together by half-chewed purple now and laters and rusty paper clips, so I'm not too happy about his potential this season either. Then we got John Bitts, full PPR, Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, or Demario Douglas. Thanks for all you guys do. His first super chat on a live stream. If it's me, I'm still leaning Tony Pollard right now. Helix became a member of Full Chubb. There you go, Kyle. Your boy's going to join up just to hopefully pay better attention and not draft defenses too early. Danielle, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Y'all better said thank you when they came through. Alan Callow, welcome to Excessive Chubb. Alan has so many hands full of Chubb right now, he has no idea what to do with it. Cody Leverett, been following you guys since last year and having a blast. Appreciate the insight and love me some whispers. Half PPR, Aaron Jones or Travis Etienne. That one is actually closer this week than it probably should be, but I still have Travis Etienne slightly higher. Then we have Helix gifting a membership. Victor Figueroa, would you trade CMC, Adams, and Waddle for Hill, Ayuk, and Pacheco? Hill, Ayuk, and Pacheco. Yeah, you know what? I think I probably do it. I think I probably get Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk, and Isaiah Pacheco rest of season. Kind of like them better than the other set. The real Gary Gensler, Raiders smoking the Chargers. Adams about to go off. Hunter Cates, full PPR, Ayuk, Addison, Mostert, or Montgomery. I don't know how many I can choose, so let me put them in order for you. Montgomery, Mostert, Ayuk, Addison. Scale Speaks, half PPR, Pickens, Deontay, Ramondre, Key Cole, which I'm guessing is Keon Coleman. We got Shaheed, pick 3. All right, if I'm picking 3, it's the first 3. It's Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Ramondre Stevenson. Devin Simmons becoming a member of Excessive Chubb for 24 months. Yo, my brothers on my flex. I have Godwin right now. I was wondering if I should put Chase Brown, Shaheed, Shakir over him or leave it alone. Honestly, right now, I'm leaving it alone. Nick Bors, half PPR, Javonte Williams, Zach Moss, or Joshua Palmer for the flex spot. If you want to play it safe, it's Zach Moss. If you want to gamble, it's Josh Palmer. Juwan Grubbs, appreciate your $1.99 donation. You're first on a super chat, first super chat on a live stream. Why not us? Half PPR, Adunze, Chase Brown, Corum, Keon Coleman, Yoshi need 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Man, I don't love it in week 1, but if I had to pick a flex, it's Chase Brown and a wide receiver. I'm going to go with Keon Coleman and just hope he can find the end zone against Arizona. Misfit, we got advice on Jay Brooks being on my bench, drop or keep. Misfit, I don't know who else you have on your bench, if that's a good drop for you or not. Are you going to be using them anytime soon? Probably not. So if you have an immediate need, I can see it, but otherwise I'm holding on to him for right now because end of season may be a lot better. Jaquan Grubbs, what do you think of my team? Joe Burrow, Devon Achane, Kenneth Walker, Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Evan Ingram, James Conner, Aaron Jones, Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas Jr., and TJ Hawkinson. Absolutely love it, Jaquan. That right there is a solid A team that you have depth for days. Lit Nick. Okay, got to dip early to do some stuff. Jake and Kyle, love you boys. Always support the absolute best. Deputy Dixie is the GOAT. Here's some gifts. And then he gifted 20 more memberships. Lit Nick has gifted a butt ton, Kyle. I don't even know at this point how many he's gifted. The man, the myth,
Multiple
the legend.
butts.
If you got something from Lit Nick, be sure to thank him. Then we have Hightowers 47, Eckler or Zamir White for the flex. If this is any type of PPR scoring, I'm going Eckler. If it's not, then I'll lean towards Zamir White. That was also your first super chat. Awesome. We appreciate you there, Hightower. Anthony Rosales becoming a member for the 23rd month. Hey, guys, thanks for all you do. Stupid question, but I'm seriously considering it. 6 points. Says 6 point, half PPR. Do I trust Chase or take a risk on Brian Thomas Jr.? Anthony, if it's me, if you have the opportunity to tune into Kyle's stream tomorrow morning when we have the absolute most up-to-date information on Jamar Chase, I hold off and try to start Chase if possible. If you don't have that option and you just want to play it safe, that's when you go Brian Thomas Jr. Hey, Scott says, rate my team from Sanford and Son. Okay, must be the league name there. PPR, Purdy, Stafford, Mixon, Rashad White, Spears, Chubb, Khalil Herbert. Then we got Mike Evans, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Smith, Dotson, Palmer, and Shakir. Honestly, I was worried about your wide receiver depth until I ended with Palmer and Shakir, so hopefully they can give you some decent depth throughout the season. I do think that if anything were to happen to Mike Evans, your team may be in some trouble right there. Just there's not a whole lot of depth. Dan Marino out there in the chat. We appreciate you, Dan Marino. If Chase and Higgins are limited or missing, I need to start either Pittman, McLaurin in a PPR. Thanks for the hard work. I'm going with Terry McLaurin. Smoke the GOAT. Pick 2 out of Kamara, Ford, Stevenson, and James Cook. It's going to be James Cook and Kamara. Bond B007 becoming a member for the 35th month. Just want to say appreciate you guys. We appreciate you. Valenzinho. Headliners, so I lost Jordan Love last night. Who should I pick up from the air? I'm guessing it's waiver wire. I'm guessing that's supposed to be wire. 6 points per touchdown out of Herbert, Stafford, Fields, Cousins, Watson, or Mayfield. Right now, I'm leaning Matthew Stafford. He's got a healthy Puka and Cooper Kupp. Smoke the GOAT, becoming a member for the 10th month, says, great job, Headliner Nation. Appreciate you, GOAT. Daniel Mansfield, half PPR league. Drop Algier or Corum for Ford on the waiver wire. Your other running backs are Kyron, Warren, and Zeke. Wide receivers are Lamb, Nakua, Waddle, Higgins, Rice, and Reed. So you are stacked at wide receiver. I'm not dropping. I do not want to drop Tyler Algier and just give him to the Bijan owner. I try to go to the Bijan owner right now and see if you can work out some type of a trade to get you a running back, I guess a startable running back right now for his handcuff. I just see if there's any options on the table before you just drop that guy. He's too valuable as of right now. Lethal Jake, should I use the waiver wires number 2 spot? Unlikely if you have Goddard. If the rest of your team is solid on depth on the bench, you have a couple running backs and wide receivers, then I don't mind that. Sean McEwen becoming a member for the 14th month. Flex Keenan Allen or Josh Palmer. Full PPR. Thank you guys. Glad y'all back. Yay! I'm going right now with Josh Palmer until we see what that target share is in Chicago between Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and DJ Moore. Johnny A, sorry, standard for Jamison Williams. Oh, no, I don't know what that means. I'm scrolling up, Johnny. Johnny, I'm looking. Kyle, can you just watch the chat for a second and see if Johnny can see what he's talking about? Because all the question says is, sorry, standard for Jamison Williams, and I don't know what that means now.
Gotcha.
Alpha 420, 6-point passing touchdown league. Dak or Fields? I'm going Dak. Eric Munoz Jr., full PPR, Pollard or Mostert? Then DK or Debo? Give me Debo. In a full PPR, we're going with Debo and Tony Pollard here this week. C. Kraus, welcome to Holden Chubb. MT, full PPR, start Najee, Moss, or Chase Brown. I think if you want to play it safe, you go with Zach Moss. If you want to gamble, it's Najee. Eyes wide open are yours. Purdy or Stafford? I think I'm going to double check. I have Purdy 1 spot higher than Stafford. It's super close, though. Both of them are in my top 15, though. Frank B30, 12-man PPR. Jaden Daniels starting at quarterback. Need a backup. Not much available. Thoughts on Will Levis or Bryce Young? I would take a gamble on Will Levis right now over Bryce Young personally. Stallions Productions, Jets or Saints D? You like Ford or Rico Dowdle? If I had to choose one, I'm going to start Ford over Dowdle. And then Jets or Saints? I have the Saints defense higher this week. Nick Boers, welcome to Holden Chubb. Rosetown Romper, happy football season headliners. With him getting limited snaps, would you sit Ayuk for Dortch, Myers, or Shaheed? I mean, I really think all those guys are pretty boomer bust as well, so I probably just continue to roll with Ayuk and start my stud. Charles Hudgens, start Shaheed over Ayuk. Same thing as Rosetown Romper. At that point, they're both big play dependent, so give me Ayuk there and just hope that he can find a big play. If you pick Ayuk, who would you flex out of? Oh, no, hang on. It scrolled. Who would I flex out of, Shaheed, Pollard, or Corum? I'd probably go with, if you want to play it safer, it's Pollard. If you want to gamble even more, it's Shaheed. Being that you're already gambling Ayuk, I'd probably play it safer with Pollard. Joey Ford, full PPR, Odunze, Judy, or Yoshi? Oh, man, I don't love any of them if I'm being honest, but in a full PPR, I'll gamble and go Yoshi. Rosetown Romper, give me a membership. Bango Shanks, when we get in the calf flex big tasty, don't encourage him to do such things. C. Kraus gifted 10 memberships. Ben Patton gifted 5 memberships. Sanford and Son is the junkyard where I picked from. Oh, I got you, Case Scott. Now I'm with you. And then Scranton Strangler, Fields, Dak, or Lawrence. Thanks, guys. I have Lawrence 1 spot above Dak, so I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. And Kyle, I caught up. I killed him. It's the banger, Kyle.
That was well done. That was well done for week 1. Super solid,
dude. I feel like I've been talking nonstop for 20 minutes. It wasn't 20 minutes, but it feels like 20 minutes.
No, it was like 10. It was 10ish. It was
I don't
not
know if
bad
I
at all.
I don't know if I can get the helmet off. I feel like it's stuck.
I did not see anything from Johnny A. FYI.
Okay.
Nothing came through. All caught up on super chats now. Absolutely love it. Did hear a couple of people say, hey, I got a gifted membership. What do I do with it? If you got a gifted membership tonight, there's 2 things that you want to do. Number 1, you want to make sure that you're checking out the membership tab here on YouTube where you can see exclusive videos, exclusive posts, content, things like that the community as a whole or the public cannot see on YouTube if they're not a member. But number 2, and the most important one for sure, is definitely making sure that you are connecting Discord. And Anna continues to post the directions on how to do that
right now.
And I'm actually going to pin that. It's super easy to connect Discord to YouTube. All you got to do, go into your Discord settings, click on connections, select add, and then YouTube is your connection. You'll be asked to log into YouTube. You'll do that. And then as long as you log into YouTube with the account that you became a member from, it will connect Discord, and then you'll be able to get into our exclusive members only Discord. Brendan is correct. It is the best Discord out there for sure. Norm, no PPR. Sit or start Pickens or Waddle. Probably still going to go with Waddle there. Definitely, definitely going Waddle. My copy and paste game was fading.
I don't doubt it.
I've saved you that there. You that
she could have just messaged us like an hour ago and be like, hey, can you pin this at the top for me?
This is true.
Do you have a message on your phone, Kyle?
I do not. We did message about something else though. She caught a look that I had on stream, and she was not pleased with what I was thinking. S with a 5 bomb. RT, I'm assuming rate my team. Dak, Jaden Daniels, Kyron Connor, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, London Neighbors, Ferguson, Cowboys D, Najee, Adonai Mitchell, and Corum. That's a super solid team for a 10 team. AK-47 for life. Kyle, what happened to Michigan? They lost. I said it earlier. Like, no sane Michigan fan thought they were beating Texas today. We got our national championship last year. I'm good. For the next 20 years. Sapper 227 becoming a member for the 30th month. Aloha, Big Tasty and Smooth Jake. I have frickin' missed you guys big time. Sapper, I've missed you too. Have you all been working out? Learned one thing this year. Don't drink before you draft. P.S. Thanks for the team names. I'm assuming Sapper says that we look skinny. I appreciate that. I think it's more the fact that my beard game is just super excellent tonight, but...
I'm going to blame mine on the excess sun I got today. It's defining my jawline.
If I look skinny, it's because I spent 3 weeks moving multiple venues. So that's probably why.
If I look skinny, it's just a damn lie because I ain't done anything.
Gabe Mendez becoming a member for the 23rd month, 2024 season, boys. Happy to be back for another year. Gabe, we are happy to have you back.
Absolutely.
And a full PPR flex one. Hubbard, Odunze, Pollard, Coleman. Drop Cooks for Bucky Irving. Probably not yet. Unless you have Rashad White and you want to back him up. As far as your flex between Hubbard, Odunze, Pollard, and Coleman, if you want some upside, go Odunze. If you want to play it safe, go Pollard. Rosetown Romper, 4-year boss, Prescott or Goff?
I mean, it depends. Do we like the boss or do we not like the? Do we want the boss to win or do we want the boss to lose?
That's true.
I mean, if you want the boss to lose, the more difficult matchup is for Dak. If you're trying to score some points and maybe you're looking for a potential shootout, then it's probably Goff. Got that natural contour thanks to the sun. That's exactly what it is, Anna. Like I don't know what it is. I can't stay out of the sun enough. People always tell people to go out and touch grass, and I feel like I touch too much grass, Kyle. I feel like I need less grass in my life.
It depends on who you are. Some people like more grass, if you know what I mean.
There's some of them out there in the chat probably right now.
James Conner or Devin Singletary, Daniel Smith. Give me James Conner. Jay Freeman. Chase, Godwin, and McLaurin start two. Godwin and McLaurin are solid options. I'm just going to go with both of those guys and not even risk what's going on with Chase. Monty or Godwin, Dominique, it's definitely Monty. Hubbard, Shaheed, or Eckler in a standard league. Go ahead and give me, if you want to play it safe, give me Hubbard. If you want more upside, go with Shaheed. Red Hulk. Running backs are Etienne, Pacheco, Connor, Javonte Williams, Warren, and Eckler. Wide receivers are Rice, Kupp, Reed, Palmer, Dobbs, and Leggett. Who would you offer for Kyle Pitts?
What does the Kyle Pitts owner need?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, Red Hulk, is look at what they need, see how it matches up with your offer. Don't lowball them, but definitely don't offer your top offer first. And most importantly, reach out to that owner via messages and just say, hey, I'm interested in Kyle Pitts. What would you think that you would want from my team to get that done? Rickle Pick, becoming a member of Hole and Chubb. Rickle, welcome in. Colossal becoming a member of Full Chubb. What's going on, Colossal? Colossal. C. Kraus, not only becoming a member, not only gifting members, but also sending a $5 donation for their first super chat. C. Kraus, appreciate you. Maddie Mayhem becoming a member for the 33rd month. What up, Maddie? Flex 2 in a full PPR. Deontay Johnson, Scary Terry, Sutton, Myers, Monty, Chase Brown, Joey B. or Murray. Give me some Murray this week. And flex 2 in a full PPR. Give me Monty and Scary Terry there. Mo, Gibbs, Montgomery, or Pickens? I'm playing Gibbs and Montgomery together. Also, what do you think about Marvin Harrison Jr.? I think he's going to see quite a bit of targets this year. Maybe he doesn't have the upside as some other people, but definitely going to have a good, safe floor.
John Free he says he still doesn't understand my comment a couple weeks ago where I mentioned cactus taint in my video. Please, honestly, full disclosure, I don't really think before I speak, so I just, whatever comes out of my mouth is kind of what goes into the video. But I guess if I'm visualizing it, the cactus taint is where it meets the earth. Like where the base of the cactus touches the dirt would be the tainted area. And it's so hot right there on the ground with all the rocks. That's why it's hotter than a cactus taint. You know, that's kind of where my mind was at, John. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not. It's probably the stupidest thing I ever said. But you know what? It's out there. It's on the internet, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Or why not us? Becoming a member for the 21st month. Mostert, Chase Brown, or Zamir White? Give me Mostert this week. Norm, in a non-PPR 10 team, Lamar, Jacobs, Jones, Adams, A.J. Brown, Waddle, Pickens, Eckler, Coleman, Daniels, Kittle, and Bowers. Don't mind it. I don't mind it. If Daniels is Jaden Daniels in a 10-team league, if it's not Superflex, you didn't need another quarterback. If it's Superflex, that's a heck of a team. K. Scott in a full PPR. Is Kmet worth rostering? I also have Kittle. If you have Kittle, I'm not rostering Kmet. I'll figure something out if something happens to Kittle. Jackie Chan 9988 becoming a member for 2 years. Are we feeling Waddle or Neighbors in the flex PPR? And what the heck is Kansas State? Give me Waddle over Neighbors this week. Curtis Samuel or Ladd McConkey? I'm okay to risk it with Ladd this week.
Carlos, it's the very pinned thing on the top of the chat.
Yeah,
that's the steps that you need to take in order to join Discord. We pinned it up there for everybody to see.
Hugo, happy start to the season, fellas. Brian Robinson or Chase Brown? If you want more upside, it's Chase Brown. If you want to save for floor, it's Brian Robinson. Alex, after seeing Justice Hill's usage this week, do you think Keaton Mitchell is a must-add? Do you think he'll take over that workload when he returns? I don't think so, because he's coming back from an injury, and the coaching staff has said they really like Justice Hill in his role.
Plus, we have a long time to wait for Keaton Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. Bowers or Freiermuth from Jason? I'm probably going to go Bowers here as well. Freiermuth is a little bit of a touchdown. No. Freiermuth just got paid and Fields is starting. Let's go with Freiermuth.
Yeah.
For safety. Yeah. Mousa family, come join us on Discord. Freaking-lutely. Marcos, pick one in a full PPR. Nico, Stevenson, or Ford? Give me Nico there. Sapper, sorry guys, forgot to ask. Ford, Jameson Williams, or Josh Palmer for the flex? If you want safety, give me Ford. If you want upside, Jameson Williams to me indoors against the Rams. Sunday Night Football, electric crowd, the best NFL environment is in the city of Detroit, by the way. Give me Jameson Williams over Josh Palmer this week. Another league, Moss or Hubbard for the second flex? Give me Moss. Have McLaurin as my first flex. That's what I'm going to go with right there. Funko Pop Asylum, Dell, Connor, Ford, Eckler, Shaheed for the flex. If you want to go upside, go Dell. If you want to play it safe, go Connor. C. Kraus, still figuring this out, but glad to be deeper in this community. Absolutely. Kraus, appreciate you for being here and joining up tonight. Start 3, bench 1. Mixon, Najee, Stevenson season. Ford, Singletary, or Edwards. I have to sit one. I'm probably sitting Edwards. Yeah, Devin disagrees with me on that because he's a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
But guess what? We went into Kansas City and won last year, so you can get that crap right out of my face, hey, Devin.
I have a very critical question for you, Kyle, and it comes
Devin,
from
get
SS.
that crap out of my face.
It comes from SS, and he wants to know what is better, Kyle, grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly?
Ooh, what about a grilled peanut butter and jelly?
I've never had that.
What's better? It depends. It depends.
What are you basing it off of?
If you're making it, if it's like a snack, a peanut butter and jelly to me is a snack. It is not a meal. But a grilled cheese, you can make a meal with some tomato soup, maybe some sourdough bread instead of just like regular bread, some different types of cheese on it.
I mean, I think both are a win. You know, I mean, I'll take either or, but I feel
Also,
like the
in the chat,
late night PB&J is goated. You know what
Is
I
it,
mean? Like,
is it grilled cheese or cheese toasty? Because people in Indiana, I had never heard this before. People in Indiana swear on their lives that it is cheese toasty. In fact, when my kids' lunch menus come out and they do grilled cheese, they put cheese toasty on the menu.
all right, well, people in Indiana damn crazy, okay? Because that ain't normal. And I never heard it called a cheese toasty before. Not even close.
Jeez, please. Sorry. Stem base, 2 flex PPR, Higginson out. Warren, Hopkins, or Yoshi?
I don't know. I'm looking at everybody talking about cheese toasty and hot dogs, and I can't. I mean, I've lost all concentration because I kind of want a cheese toasty right now. You know what I mean? Needing one out of Warren, Hopkins, or Yoshi. Honestly, we need 2 of them. No, 2 flexes. Need one of them. I go with Warren and just hope and pray and cross my fingers and cross my toes and make a cheese toasty while I do it so I can just sit back and, you know.
Danielle with the 20 bomb in the super chat. Danielle, appreciate you. If y'all were stranded on an island, whose calves would last longer walking to find help? That's fine. Jay can have the stamina. I look better. It's all right.
Wait. What did you just call it? The stamina?
Stamina.
Stamina. There you go.
That's what I said.
You said stamina.
I did not. I probably
Roll back
did.
the
Who
tape.
knows? I'm
Roll
not
back
even
that
gonna,
beautiful bean footage.
I'm not even going to
Roll
fight
it
it
back.
because with the way I've been pronouncing names tonight, it's probably true. Ryan. Danielle, again, thank you for that 20 bomb. Ryan, Dell, Kirk, Hubbard, Najee Harris, bench 2. I'm benching Hubbard and Kirk here. If you want to play it safe, you could potentially go Kirk over Dell, but I'm probably going to take the upside of Dell this week. Why
I do
not
have something
us?
we can agree on real quick. I have something we can agree on about our calves and who would last longer and everything. You want to know what it is?
What?
Ethan's in the chat and said it's for sure his. I think we can agree that it's not Ethan.
Ethan can't listen.
Yeah.
The stories about Ethan and the way his wife walks away from him on their hiking trips.
Not just that. Ethan got taken out, and he said he had this big old long story about how he almost died to a wave. And the wave
I forgot.
The wave was, I saw the video. We saw the video. I mean, it is out there forever, and maybe he'll share it with us, and we can share it in the video. The wave.
No,
was like
I'm
this
sharing it
high.
right now. Can I tell the story? Okay, I'm telling it anyway.
Okay.
So we are in Canton, Ohio a couple of years ago, and we're hanging out outside by the fire pit, having a good time. I think we were ripping cards too. We were having a good time. Okay, a couple drinks for the team. He starts telling us, yes, about how he almost died to this wave.
Great story, by the way.
I
Great
mean,
story.
it is a 10-minute full detail story.
And we were in it.
And we were like, oh my God, like, really? Like, dude, that's crazy. Then his wife whips out her phone and shows us the video of this. Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, the wave didn't even come up to his kneecaps.
And he fell. Like, bam. He was taken down.
Fell down to this little tiny wave that, to me, he made it sound like it was a tsunami. Like he was Godzilla walking in the water and a tsunami took him down. And it was a wave that came up maybe halfway up his shins. It was I lost it.
And he was like on the beach side. Like he wasn't out in the water. Like he was walking on sand, like up on the beach.
Like you could
And the
see
wave
his
just
feet
rolled-
before the wave got there.
Yep.
No, they're not, Ethan. Don't even try to backtrack at this point. They are
Where's your
not
wife at?
different. They are not. Oh my gosh.
Sure they are.
That is one of my like favorite riptide isn't a joke. It is when 3/4 of your body are still above the water. Oh man. Kincaid or Laporta or both? It's definitely Laporta, but both if you can make it work. Jeff Harper becoming a member for the 10th month, week 1. Let's go, boys. Also, I need to see those Cavs, big tasty. Jeff, check your IG. Not IG. Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat's the one that you can erase. Michael Barton in a PPR. Javonte Williams or Mostart. Why is this showing up? Why do I keep getting this?
Peter, it depends who your options are. What is showing up?
I've got this weird box.
It's my in a box. That's all I got.
There, it's gone now. I'm sorry. Did you answer Michael's full question, or do I need to go back?
Ankle high riptide. What was Michael's question?
Sorry, Javonte or Mostert? It's
Mostert
for me.
Yep.
Deontay, Palmer, Chuba, or Pollard in a full point PPR. I'm willing to go Pollard and Deontay Johnson here and just keep our fingers crossed.
I agree.
I'm not against Palmer at all. I just don't know if I'm a huge fan of Palmer over some safer floors in week 1.
Yeah.
Pick 2 again from Ford, Zamir White, Chuba, and Najee Harris. Definitely Najee Harris for me. Ford, if you want a little bit more upside, over White. And then Bengals defense. It depends on what else you need. Or what else you have access to.
I mean, the Bengals defense is like one of the highest rated defenses we have this week going up against New England. So it's not a bad play at all.
LG Vo sending their first super chat. Appreciate you, LJ. Ben Fairchild, Deshaun Watson or Justin Fields in a PPR? I'm probably going. I was going to say Deshaun Watson, and then I stopped myself.
Yeah, I'm not starting him.
You're going to go Justin Fields? Fields over Watson?
I mean, I don't love it, but we've seen Deshaun Watson not play good football now for back-to-back seasons when he's on the field. So I just don't. He's got more weapons. He should have the better day. But honestly, he is underwhelmed when he's been on the field. So I'm kind of staying away until we see him play better.
Thoughts on Ben Sinnott this year? I like Ben Sinnott. The problem is Zach Ertz is still above him on the depth chart right now. I think it would take Ertz either being really, really bad, or it would take Ertz just getting buried by Sinnott because he's playing so well. So I think it's going to take a while. Again, these tight ends, very rarely are you going to see somebody come in and be fantasy viable right away. It doesn't happen often.
Russell Wilson's saying he wants to test his calf Sunday morning pregame too.
Who?
Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay.
So there's still a chance that Fields doesn't play.
Jordani, Barbin have Amon-Ra, Evans, Ridley, Terry, Jackson Smith, Palmer, and Jamison Williams. Mixon, Walker, Monty Stevenson, Algier, Lamar Ferguson. Can you rate my team? I mean, that's a solid team. Amon-Ra and Evans,
sure.
Really, really good. Mixon, Walker, Monty. I mean, bonus there.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm talking like a B+, A-.
Yeah.
Johnny, Pena, Brian Thomas, Odunze, or Shakir, pick 2. Since it's a half PPR, I'll go BTJ and Odunze here. That's how I'd go. Kalafa becoming a member for the 39th month. What up, Jake and Kyle? Ready for another season. Appreciate all the content and work during the offseason. Kalafa, we appreciate you being here during the offseason.
Heck yeah.
Corey Miller.
Is 39 months our highest?
I
we
think
don't have
it's
40, right?
If it's Kalafa at 39, it's got to be 39 is the highest. Corey Miller, Fields or Goff? It's 1,000% Goff. easy.
Yes.
And then Aaron Jones or Jerome Ford.
It's Aaron
I would
Jones.
say Jones has a little bit more upside. It's not nearly as tough of a matchup, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. Hey, we're going to have a thing here in the chat in just a second. Devin is going to put in our X account, and Devin is begging me. He's been blowing up my phone to tell people to go follow our X account. So he's going to put it in the chat. So if you're on X, please.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Formerly known as Twitter. Yes, go follow our channel account. He's been putting up all kinds of information and stuff up there, so be sure to go follow that as soon as he posts it in the chat.
Sapper, Jake Kyle, please draft my team next year. It's no fun if we draft your team.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, it's not even like you're going to be managing players. Like, I wouldn't even gonna pick this guy or whatever it may be. So I did draft somebody else's team for them this year. Somebody I locally know. They were happy. Hopefully it works out for them, but it's also kind of stressful because if it sucks, it's my fault. So yeah, there's that.
Isaiah, Kyler or Richardson this week? I'd go Kyler Murray here.
Dude, Kyler Murray. I have so much of that Cardinals-Bills matchup in underdog slips this weekend. It's a lot. Their lines were crazy low. I think at one point, Marvin Harrison Jr. was under 60 yards receiving. Big Dortch Energy was under 30 yards receiving. I'm like, yeah, just sign me up for all that. And there it is. There's our X account to go follow. Please do so Devin is not mad.
Hit the X button there and subscribe.
Replacement for Love? I mean, depends who's available. Maybe you'll have somebody like a Matthew Stafford or a Aaron Rodgers or one of those older guys maybe available on your waiver wire, hopefully.
And then hold on.
Ben Patnick gifted 5 memberships.
Ben
is on fire tonight.
Appreciate you, Ben.
Does anybody want to guess how many members we've gotten tonight? Anybody? The first person to get it right, I'll just shout your name out.
Malvo, is Wix a drop? We're waiting right now until we know for sure what's going on with Love. Apparently, there's supposed to be more coming. Sapper, only if it's X-rated. You know it, baby. Everything here is X-rated.
I mean, some of you guys are tiptoeing around this number, but nobody's hit it yet.
Dak or Daniels? Give me Daniels this week. Does Jaden Reed still have value without Love? Yeah, but maybe not a lot.
Not near as much. John Frey, you are so close. John Frey is so close. Missed it by that much. Oh, you guys are tiptoeing. Joe Carbone is tiptoeing around it.
Yoshi or Kirk? I'm still going to go Kirk this week. Corey Miller, rate my team, 12-team PPR. Goff, Connor, Jones, Ford, Amon-Ra, London, Olave, Kittle, Bucky Irvin, Keon Coleman. If you asked me to rate your team without looking at the running backs, I would have given you a solid B. With the running backs, it's like a C+ at best. Those running backs are super weak. Super weak.
Zach Duncan guessing 130 new members. He is correct. Way to go, Zach Duncan, with the lone boner emoji next to his name. Some of you guys are like tiptoeing all around it. Just before him, Isaiah had 131. Missed it by 1.
Andrew, in a full PPR, need to fill my last flex spot. Do I do Deontay, Brian Thomas, Yoshi, or McLaughlin? I'm going Brian Thomas there.
Yeah. Don't be stupid. You're not stupid, Sapper.
Jake Ferguson or Calvin Ridley? Jake Ferguson is going to be safer probably, but I'm still going to go with Calvin Ridley and that upside with knowing that DeAndre Hopkins has been so banged up. Jake, what do you think? A few more?
Yes. Let's say, what time is it right? It's 11 p.m. What if we go till 11:10, Kyle?
11:10.
You can take that notification off the top of the screen if you want to, too. If you choose to. If you don't want to, piss on it. You know.
Who?
The one that says we're behind on Super Chats and we're catching up.
Oh. I can do that.
Perfect. Sitting Higgins starting B-Rob or Shakir? Sicilian Kyle. This is the Sicilian Kyle, not the Indiana Kyle. This is the Sicilian Kyle. If it's my team, if you want it safety, it's B-Rob. But personally, I'm probably going Shakir. what's for dinner, guys. I ate at the wedding that I went to, and it was a form of chicken Alfredo and a salad, and it was delicious.
I haven't
Kyle,
had
what
dinner.
you gonna have the morning stream tomorrow? What time are you gonna be streaming tomorrow, Kyle?
We will be live. Earliest would be 11:30. The latest would be 12.
Okay. And that is a members only stream. So make sure you guys know if you want to be talking in the chat and getting your questions answered, you got to be a member on Sunday mornings. So may want to do that right now, just so you're not trying to, fumble around and figure it out on Sunday morning. After last night, this is for West Drift, is Hurts what you thought he was or worse?
I mean, they started out slow.
Yeah,
he
it's gonna be
definitely
fine.
had some throws that he tried to force, but I think overall it was
Yeah.
no worse or no better than probably kind of what I expected anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't take a whole lot away from week one, and a lot of people shouldn't either. Like, that was not was it great? No, but didn't Hurts still have a solid fantasy-wise day? Like you got to remember, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot in the preseason. So the first 3 weeks of the season is their preseason. So that's why you got to give a little bit of a grace period there. Rasheed McDowell, did they say anything about the Bengals situation other than Higgins isn't going to play? Chase is basically a game time decision, and if he does play, it may be in a limited role. We're not overly excited for Yoshi or Trenton Irwin. Mike Gesicki may get a couple looks. Hopefully you don't have to rely on him in week one. Zach Moss probably going to get a hefty workload and probably some checkdowns to Chase Brown as well.
William C. Start 3 in a full PPR. Mixon, Achan, Kenneth Walker, or Malik Neighbors. Give me the 3 running backs over Neighbors. And then Neighbors or Tank Dell in a full PPR. I probably go Neighbors over Dell, just knowing that he's going to get a ton more volume. He sees more targets tomorrow than I think what Tank Dell would.
Did we get LJ Vo's last question? Do you know?
I don't think so.
LJ Vo says Mostert or Drake London at the flex in a standard league. In standard, I'll probably just be chasing the touchdowns. More touchdowns going the way of Miami, so give me Mostert. You have Daniels at QB, Gibbs, Mixon, CD, MJ, and Pitts are already set. Yeah, I don't want to go double Falcon there, so let's go with Mostert. And then Joe Hamilton says, you will be happy to know that my league mates made it home from the deserted island. PPR, Ayuk, Pollard, Adunze, or Palmer. Thanks for the media interactions. Love to have you out there, Joe. Love to talk to you. So if we had to choose between Ayuk, Pollard, Adunze, and Palmer, I'm probably leaning towards Tony Pollard in that situation. If you wanted to gamble more, it would be Josh Palmer. Safest option with still a ceiling would be Pollard. Burrow or Daniels, got Daniels higher, Chad.
DK or Godwin? Godwin over DK. DK over Daniel Jones if you need more upside. Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones if you need to play it safer.
Does anyone out there think Daniel Jones is good? I'm just curious.
Only New York fans. And Age becoming a member for the 22nd month and a half PPR league. Need 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, and 1 flex from Christian Kirk, Chris Godwin, Achan, Kamara, starting Mike Evans and CMC. Thanks, guys. Forehead kisses.
What's going on over there?
Achan, Kamara, and Chris Godwin. Even with Mike Evans, I'll still start Chris Godwin over Christian Kirk.
Yes.
Coalition Breezy. Woo! How many toaster spots would you say for Sunday Night Football?
Do what?
Okay, hold on. He said toaster spots. 100% meant roster and said toaster instead, which is hilarious.
I was like, wait a second.
How many roster spots would have you save for Sunday Night Football players, and what players would you suggest for a FanDuel contest? Coalition, I'm gonna be honest with you. DFS recommendations are a completely different monster, especially if you're doing like a large contest. So if you're doing a contest where you have hundreds, thousands of entries, you have to be different. So you have to try and really sit down and find the guys this week that will ball out that nobody is starting. You have to go for low-owned players. If you're doing a contest that has 10, 15, 20 people in it, less than 100, then at that point you can afford to be a little bit more chalky at that point. But for me personally, I appreciate the $20 donation, and that's my DFS advice for you. I don't have specific DFS players for you, though, because that's completely different than just giving you fantasy advice. Like a tight end, Noah Fant is a guy that I think could be sneaky this week that not a lot of people are talking about.
Well, he's only looking for Sunday night anyway, which is just Lions and Rams.
Well, he's wanting to know how many roster spots you would save for Sunday night players.
Okay, I got you.
And then Yoshi from Cincinnati. If like Jamar Chase were not to play, then that's a guy that potentially gets a little bit chalky, but maybe you could try and slip him in there. It would depend.
Slip it in.
George Platonimus.
That's not how you say it, but it's you're close.
Plamanturas. Plamanturas.
Plamanturas. That's kind of what I'm going with.
Plamentoris.
Platamantoris.
Plamentoris.
George P. in the house, gifting the nation.
Gifting 20 memberships out there. George, appreciate you. Ryan McDonald. Yoshi Sutton. Thielen. Austin Eckler. Full PPR. Flex spot. Thank you, headliners.
I'm probably just gambling and going with Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler in a full PPR. I agree. Flex 1 in a PPR. Harrison Jr., Kenneth Walker, James Conner, and London. What kind of a league are you in where those are your flex spots and you can only play one?
Yeah, that's got to be a 6-teamer or an 8-teamer-ish.
I'm probably going Harrison Jr. there.
Probably, and even though I hate to not start the other ones, but yeah, I'm probably going with Marvin.
Mike Barton in a half PPR, last flex spot, Pickens or Chase Brown. I'll go with Pickens there.
Yep.
Snake Eyes becoming a member for the 20th month. Just stopping by to say hello to the nation. Snake Eyes appreciate you. Adore becoming a member for the 34th month. I love Daniel Jones. Only Eli Manning could operate behind the O-line. Go Giants. Let Singletary gather all the neighbors and let's party at the Hyatt. Short Fat Dude, welcome to Holden Chubb. I know you've been a member before, so welcome back to the exclusive Headliner Nation. Mac
the lone
is in the chat as well. George P. Here's to the start of the season. Lots of love and respect for you guys. Best channel and community around. George P. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Love it. How many leagues are too many leagues? Asking for a friend.
If you start getting into double digits, you've got a problem.
Yeah,
that doesn't count best ball though. Just redraft.
Yeah, don't count best ball. Just like if it's like season-long leagues, man, I have gone way down. I think I only have 3 leagues now, where I used to have a lot more. It's too much. 3 is my max.
Nicholas David, Cook, Moss, Warren, Robinson, need mine 1 and 2. I'm assuming I just need to pick.
Maybe.
James Cook and Moss for me.
If we were gifted a membership, how would we know? John, your name would be highlighted in green and you would have an emoji next to it.
Yep.
What are the chances of season the Ethan video? What are the chances of season the Ethan video?
I wonder he wants to know if he can see the Ethan video, the Wave video.
Oh, I mean, if I can find a way to get a hold of his wife, I think she'd send it to us. I just don't. I know Ethan's not going to send it to us. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. There ain't no way he's sending it on. 1 more minute, Kyle. 1 more minute. What time zone are we in? Eastern time.
George Pickens, Mike Evans, or James Cook? Give me Mike Evans there.
Time to get ready for work later, guys. I'll check out the live in the morning. Purple Haze, we appreciate you. Taylor just leaving the wedding and gifting memberships. Appreciate you, Taylor. If you got a free membership from Taylor, be sure to thank him. He's the one that makes so many things look beautiful around him, between him and Devin. Adam, same to you.
Scary Terry or Malik Neighbors, give me Scary Terry. Rosetown Romper, I feel Jay Myers is a sleeper this year. Am I wrong? I don't think you're wrong. I don't know if he'll have the amount of volume that we need to be a consistent target, but he'll definitely get looks from Minshew for sure.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is 11:10 this evening. We've had a good time.
2 hours and 10 minutes, Kyle.
It's been a short time by my standards that I've set personally in my lifetime.
No, it's not. It's really not.
But it's still a fun time. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being here. The first live stream of the new season. We've answered a lot of questions. I'll be back here tomorrow morning between 11:30 and 12 o'clock for a members-only live stream. Eastern time to continue answering questions, talk about any type of news that's going on, injuries, all that good stuff, and we'll get set to absolutely let it roll. 156 new members this evening. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good luck to everybody if we don't see you tomorrow with your
Enjoy
week one
some
matchups.
football.
And we'll see you for the waiver wire video on Monday. The starts and sits after that, the new rankings, all of it. The content has been fire the first week.
So fire.
Hope you all love them. Peace out, Headliner Nation. Have a good one. Good luck this week. We'll see you in the next one.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when